Alright, looks like we're live. Looks like everything's good, and I definitely did fuck up. Yeah, because the mic is on this time. I definitely always remember that. I never have to remind myself every time because I forgot so many, because that would be silly. Yeah. Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to be doing what should have been Helldivers 2, but is instead Honkai Star Rail, because I put out a poll to see exactly what people want to do, and Honkai Star Rail lost to Helldivers 2, which sounds amazing. And in the spirit it was given, I decided to manage that democracy and do something else because that was the correct option all along. Also because I was thinking about playing with a few people, you know, some mics weren't available, and also I wasn't sure my internet could handle both streaming and playing that game at the same time, so I'm going to try it offline first because I've already had one entire stream of me swearing at the screen going, "Why aren't you working?" I would like to not do that again within the same month. Yeah, scuff streams, they're fun. Yeah. More importantly, I really want to see what the hell's going on here, because the last time we played Honkai Star Rail, it was a giant pile of, oh, that's what happened to Firefly. I feel I'm missing something because that doesn't seem like it. Yeah. Also, in that week time, I kinda, sorta broke a character. Yeah. These are my stats. That is 4,000 attack, 62 crit, 227 crit damage. I don't know if that's normal. I haven't farmed it that much, but yeah, this is my worst artifact. Here, we're going to go to recommend or compare. Let's just go to enhance. 3 in crit rate, not bad. This is my second worst piece. Let's go to enhance. 2 in crit damage, 1 in speed, and HP is okay. It's there, fine. Yeah. Oh, and Speedy, you missed the most piercing moment last week. Yeah, I basically did the vast majority of the first part of penacony last week, and yeah, that was a thing. Oh boy. I started getting a few crazy artifacts. Like I got a crit damage piece, and everything went into crit rate. This happened. Yeah. It was also a 4-drop with one of 3 effects, or sorry, 1 of 4 effects I actually cared about. So this happened. And then it happened again. Not nearly as much. I missed out because this was a 3-drop piece, and effect rate happened to come up because it was the 4th one that generated. And then everything went into crit damage. Yeah. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now, because with some of these builds, I have a few options here. This is one of my weakest pieces. It has 9 crit rate, and the rest went in the break effect. This one went into crit damage, but there's no crit rate, and I don't want to lose that 9%. And then there's this one, which had 3 crit rate. But the lightning attack boost, sorry, lightning damage boost, actually is weaker than the attack percentage at this point. Yeah, I'm having a spoil for choice moment. Oh, and then there's this piece, which is just straight crit rate. Yeah. So I'm basically saying I've never got this lucky with any type of relic farming in this, in Genshin, in any other gacha game that has stat rolls. Destiny 2, when they finally put them back in, and then I didn't care as much anymore. And I think I've used up all my luck ever on these, so I can never really bother rolling again because I will never get artifacts usable. Yeah. This happened. Still kind of freaked out about that because it's weird. More importantly, I'm going to run ahead and see what's happening in the story. Quantum Fang, can you have my luck? Honestly, you don't want my luck. This is the only time it's ever actually worked. Usually it's, hey, congratulations. You had crit rate. You had crit damage. You had attack percentage. Everything went into defense. But it's an HP piece, so even the enemy or the guys who do need defense can't use it. This is weird. I don't get what's happening. I wonder if I can ever interact with that again. Yeah. Oh, I have to talk to this guy. On the upside, I looked at his kit from the leaks, and I don't care. So it's going to be a very easy pass for me. Also because I now have someone who will never not be overclassed by everything by having perfect rolls.
Ah, friend. My expression wasn't much better than yours when I first saw this.
Oh, why does he have to talk? Why does he have to talk? Every time I hear him, how do they get someone to sound this sleazy? I don't even think he's being set up as the villain, and if he is, well, that would be really on the nose. But just that voice. I actually respect the voice actor for being able to pull this off. Also, because of the rings in his eyes, he looks like he's permanently slightly stoned. Am I the only one thinking that, looking at his eyes? I can't be the only one thinking that. Also, Xeno Dragon. Also, Airier, when you get the War Bond Battle Pass in Helldivers 2, it's all explosions, so you will burn and die a lot. Oh, God.
Your eyes aren't deceiving you. It's her. The famous singer, Robin.
Which we definitely knew about. How did you find her, by the way?
Well, first of all, can I just say that this had nothing to do with me?
I don't believe a word of that.
I'm just an unlucky bystander here. The family can testify for me. If you don't believe me, just ask anyone in the Bloodhound family. They hate me and they hate the IPC, so they'd never lie.
Unless they did for some reason that we don't know about, and I don't trust you in the slightest. In fact, I would actively believe things that I know are true, and then not believe them if you thought they were also true. He just
This is
so
not
sleazy.
where the crime happened. What I showed you was a memory.
Wait, Diego,
The
this
most
is the VA's
basic
first
light
role in
cone
a game?
manifesting tech. Authorized by
Holy
the Guardian
shit!
of Recollection and owned by the IPC.
Oh, that was a light... Wait,
Did
that was
you
a light
really
cone,
think
essentially?
The Galaxy
Oh.
Rangers were outsiders this whole time? Penacony has made a solemn commitment to protect the safety of anyone inside a
she's
family
been
dream.
dead.
Any person
Going
in
to bed, Drew?
distress will
Alright,
be
thanks for
forcibly
dropping it all the same,
awakened
man.
and safely returned to reality. What gives them the confidence to make such conclusive statements? Because behind this promise is the harmony. The family's Dreamweavers link up their minds together to construct an unbreakable defensive line. Breaking through this line of defense to create death in the Dreamscape. Not even a memo keeper could do that without the family's permission.
So what he's saying is, if they have such an unbreakable bond or wall, the death had to be let in, so this was intentional. Xeno Dragon, 5 gifted memberships? Thank you, man, but seriously, go to bed. Because I know for you, it's probably really late. Huh. I'm assuming we're basically getting Mr. Sunday, who gives me Otto vibes for some reason. But like anti-Otto, where Otto is all about reviving someone, he seems all about making sure someone dies. It's weird.
Who could have done it, friend? The
Stop
only
saying that
one
word.
is her. The girl who calls herself a Galaxy Ranger.
I don't
An
think your
imposter.
conclusion's accurate.
An unsought guest.
No.
An emanator who hides her true identity.
Did anyone ask? Honestly, she hasn't really hidden anything.
Ifrit's death was a foregone conclusion.
Ifrit? Oh,
And
yeah.
Robin? Her misfortune was staring right at her.
I don't think she's hiding
Who
things,
will be
though.
the next to die?
I think she just doesn't care to talk about it, or forgets altogether. No, it's pretty easy taken. One side of the story. Honestly, no, we can trust everyone. Specifically, I could trust that anything you say is bullshit. Or you're wrong. I go with wrong, personally, more than anything else. Xeno, it's 2 p.m. Really? Oh, yeah, because you work night shift, that's why. I can't do night shift. I've tried. No, I don't do... No.
It's
I
fine.
hope we get to fight him later.
Listen to your gut. Building trust always takes time. And I'm willing to wait.
Yeah, you keep destroying that
I
trust.
just
You make it
hope
very
you
hard to
realize
trust you.
that wherever that legacy is concerned,
If he turns out to be the
covert
good guy,
plans are
it's going to be the
already
biggest
underway
shocker.
throughout Penacony. Everyone's got their own agenda. Careful you don't get stuck on the wrong side. If I were you, I'd keep my distance from Acheron.
Nah, I'm good.
After all, any schemes out in the open are always going to be better than a monster in the shadows, right?
No, they can be just as bad.
Who's to say there isn't an even deeper conspiracy lurking beneath the surface?
Memo Keeper, I think our little deal is finished.
Why do you assume you have the only deal?
Aventurine is telling the truth. This memory is
So
a
we
real
were watching
one,
her break and die.
and there's no sign of any distortion grafting on.
Wait, if we were watching a memory of her breaking die, she was already dead. That's probably why her voice was distorted when we heard her. So is that a fake? Because we know there was someone impersonating her who had a good voice. I feel like I'm missing information. No, never mind. I don't feel like it. I know I'm missing information.
The IPC is not the garden, and there are real limits to what they can actually do. But you know all this.
The IPC very much feels like a bunch of people who, some of them have good intentions, a lot of them really don't. The more you find out about them, the more you realize they might not be the final villain, but you should probably go in maybe Stellaron them. In fact, let the destruction win this one. They're probably the good guys. Yeah.
Friend, let's not beat around the bush here. The thing is, I want to reach out personally to team up with the Astral Express.
You. Can we just... No,
I
it's too late
told
to
you,
decline.
I'm just not interested in scrambling for the legacy. I just came to Penacony for work.
Uh-huh.
I'm here to retrieve some lost property for the IPC.
Considering the...
Catch my drift. I'm talking ownership of this frontier prison.
So you basically aren't here for the legacy. You're here for Penacony itself. A prison where everyone puts themselves to sleep and dreams it off.
This has all become a bad debt thanks to the cancer of all worlds. The IPC has tried sitting down for negotiations time and again, but the family wouldn't even take our calls. You have no idea how difficult these people are to deal with. Put it this way. They've hushed up the existence of death before, so they can definitely cover up any news about Robin's death.
I don't know, because it seems like the only person death benefits would be the IPC. Since the family, I mean, yeah, covering it up is one thing, but they're putting out a wall explicitly to keep it down, so... I feel like something's weird.
It'll just
And there's
quietly
a kitten
float
yelling out the
off
door.
like a
Oh my God,
bubble,
that's adorable.
and
Not sure if the mic can pick it up.
nobody ever being the wiser. That's not fair, right? So then, friend, I need your
Every
help.
time he says that word, it just gives me like, it's not the goosebumps, what's the opposite kind, where you feel like your skin is shivering and you kind of want to throw up viscerally as a self-defense mechanism. It's like, I don't know if there's enough hydrochloric acid content that can get out of your stomach without hurting you more than the person it hits, but you kind of want to find out because you just need a distraction. Oh. If they're going for him doing anything other than the villain, it would be the greatest plot twist ever.
I have but only one goal. The family's front door is like a high wall, and to tear the whole thing down, I'll have to dig out a few chunks first.
I'm sure they'll tear themselves
Once
apart.
I
It seems like
find
they're
the
already on the
weak
way to it.
point, the IPC will have plenty of means. Now we have our chance. So long as we can get to the truth behind her death, we can have justice for Robin. While also gaining a valuable bargaining chip for bringing the family to the table.
Yeah.
Truly a once-in-a-blue-moon opportunity. I've been investigating and making lots of friends all over Penacony precisely
sure that
for
that's the
this
word you wanna
very
use?
moment. This tragic news would be extremely bad for the family, so they'll be doing everything they can to stop it leaking, especially to the IPC. But I trust that there are still a few factions that remain exceptions, and that's why I need you all. The reputation of the Astral Express precedes you, and the Harmony will give you the fairest of appraisals. You get to find out really what happened and seek justice, and I get to put it toward completing my mission for the IPC. It's what you call a win-win situation.
Nameless would never associate with the IPC. I mean, we know that's wrong because they have a Nameless in one of their videos. Because not all Nameless are on the train. You want to take advantage of the family's trust in us. Yes, yeah. A decision like this is way above my pay grade. Wait, we get paid? I'll be completely honest. If we actually got a stipend from Pom Pom, I would actually love this, considering how often I'm short on credits because I forget to farm. Yeah, this is a me problem on this one. I'm aware.
Don't worry, just head back and talk things over with your companions.
Yeah, creepy guy says he wants to be my friend in a dark room, alone, and he had to kidnap me to ask it. I'm sure this is safe.
Look, here's my contact details. If you come to any conclusions, call me.
I need an adult.
Oh, and
you don't count.
Take this. A thorough investigation can always use a little more funding.
Wait, he's paying me?
Don't mention
maybe that
it.
changes things.
So long, friend. I really am looking
that was the
forward
least
to
disturbing way he's ever
truth
said
about
that.
Death with everyone.
Aventurine just sauntered off. He really doesn't mean to force it, but something still seems off.
Yeah, like how did he get the memory? Where
What
did he get
now?
it? Memo Keeper maybe,
What are
but
your
then she already knows
plans?
about it.
Black Swan. What is she thinking?
Ooh, shiny. Fun stuff. Want to watch. She is literally a voyeur.
On the surface, this doesn't look like a bad deal for you. But Aventurine is a shrewd merchant whose scheme won't just be as simple as it appears to be. He doesn't know about Miss Firefly yet, but judging by your reaction, he may have noticed something going on and deliberately shifted topics to the truth of death to try and pull you in line with his way of thinking.
But we already know when you die in the dream, you just wake up, because that's how Acheron woke us up initially when we started the part 1. And how Firefly died was very different from how Robin died. And they made an explicit point to show that, where Firefly splatted memory juice all over the place, and that sounds really bad. Robin in the memory bubbled. And I can't say which is an actual death and which is waking up, because we didn't see what happened after Acheron offed us in the dream to wake us up. That would be an answer right there, unless it is subjective and doesn't actually matter, but that seems way too obvious a way to drop it in. I could take the fact that Sparkle and Sunday were talking about... Also, yeah, his name's Sunday, and I find it very stupid. But they were talking about how Robin was dead, and he acknowledged it, but at the same time, he found some way to at least make a simulacra of her, even if it seemed to be a cheap one. Spiritual death, to be precise. What exactly does that mean? Because the memories seem like they could be restored because of what the memo keeper here was saying. I feel like there's still information missing.
That's quick thinking and very sound logic. Aventurine is no fool, and working with him definitely has its dangers.
I mean, it's the IPC in general. Nameless cannot turn a blind eye to evil. For Firefly's sake, we must get to the bottom of all of this. Playing it safe seems to be the smart move. Can I toss a die and let it decide for me? That is one way to keep people guessing, including yourself.
Leaving it up to fate. It's just how that gambler thinks.
Yeah.
Anyway,
He would also
be
never expect
careful
other
out
people to
there.
gamble better than him.
There's more than one
Because we
way to
have
blaze
plot.
a trail.
Unless the plot's bad.
In a dark
Honest.
forest beset by wolves, ensuring your own escape to safety should be your primary concern.
Why not killing the wolves?
As for
Or
the
lighting the
other
forest on fire.
questions,
Did death kill Robin?
I'm not sure the two cases were committed by the same culprit, but that massive wound looked like its winged blade. We've all witnessed it in action before.
But what else
Plus,
would
it
have a
seems
similar effect that
unlikely
doesn't
that there
look
would be
like it?
two lethal entities loose in the dreamscape.
Why? Why would that seem unlikely? In fact, that seems incredibly likely. We know there is an emanator. I could easily see something happening where an emanator got pissed off and did something. We already know to wake people up. Not Black Swan. Acheron will do that. I don't.
Sorry, I can't answer that question.
Not
That ranger
won't,
is
can't.
shrouded in mystery. I'm afraid no one is capable of providing an answer.
Because when she tried, she had her mind blown. In the most enticing, but also probably literally terrifying moments of her entire life. And or whatever the hell a memo keeper that's given up their physical body counts
But
as.
without a doubt, she's the most special guest at this banquet. It's like Aventurine said just then. It's best to keep your distance from her.
Yeah. But the entire thing about her thing was she saw all the predation and the inevitable ends leading to nihility, which is kind of a spoiler for whose emanator she is, to the point of I don't know how this is actually kind of surprising to anyone. And, you know, considering the trailers we saw, we know her entire thing is she fought and she fought and she fought, and it turned out fighting was actually what brought about the end, and they didn't actually need to because it was just self-destruction more than anything else. So, yeah. I don't think it's Acheron. She might do things, but I don't think it's motivated the same way.
Two victims appearing one after the other in a very
But with
short
very
time
different
span.
wounds and
In
very
of
different
itself,
deaths.
That's very unusual.
And how Robin and Firefly seem like they were very different beings in general.
Two possibilities. The collapse of Penacony's Dreamscape has started speeding up, making death extremely agitated and weakening the family's protections.
Or
If someone has chosen these victims deliberately, first a
is
smuggler,
my face really
then
clear
a
right now?
family
Oh yeah,
celebrity,
it's really orange. Why is that?
then this murderer's motives
What
are
the
worth
hell?
thoroughly chewing over.
I don't know why it's doing that. That was weird. One sec. I'm using a green screen filter. It's just weird. Huh. That was weird. Sorry about that, guys. Apparently my camera decided I needed to be orange right now. I have no idea why that happened.
It's all happened so quickly, I can only make conjecture. After leaving here, go have a chat with your companions. I hope you can clarify the source of this confusion.
Oh wait, so Ride Wild, because ironically Ix is one of the most unknown Aeons despite how far its reaches. And we know about it
Come
mostly from the
this way.
simulated universe, so it might
It's a
not be a
short
surprise
walk.
to us.
Don't get lost.
But it would definitely be a surprise to anyone else because we know more about it than most people. And a memo keeper will probably keep their mind away because we saw what interaction with an emanator of Ix would do. Unless Ix is an axe. Oh, Shefty, I play Star Rail? Yeah, I'm an addict. I play Genshin too, I just haven't streamed in a while. Mostly because I've just been into the storyline right now. Woolsey? Hello, random person who I'm going to mind control. Unless I'm not. Oh, you're just giving me a job. Okay, I'm skipping through this. Oh, I actually have something you want? I was not expecting that. Don't pick up anything ominous. Well, I guess I picked up something ominous. That does look cool, though. Let's see, do I have more? Oh, no, I don't have any. Wait, I have a what? I had an ominous tape. It made Pom Pom scared. I don't know what happened. Also, for everyone wondering, I have a broken Acheron. Like, really broken. It's funny how we were just fighting here, and now there's dead things still. How come Firefly would pop, but these things stick around in the dream? Oh, and now we have Sam. I heard we might get his banner eventually. That might be kind of interesting to have someone fire-based. Don't have many of that. In fact, now that I think about it, Fire Trailblazer might be my only fire... No, wait. Who else do I have? Technically Himiko, but I don't really play that way. So, why are we going over this one? Oh, it's one of those
This
teleporting
way.
things.
This is where we part ways. All of this is like a nightmare.
But we're not in school and my pants are still on.
Unfortunately, the remembrance doesn't lie. What we just saw is the reality that happened. And it won't fade from our minds just because we wake up. But
I
follow
disagree.
your
I forget
heart
everything.
and don't be afraid.
In or out of sleep.
We all walk through this world casting shadows of different lengths. And ultimately, all we leave behind are precious memories.
From remembrance, that makes sense because they don't believe anything
Hold on
else.
just a sec.
I wonder if they can reconstitute their bodies. Gently touches the root of your ear, leaving a cool sensation. Hands over a card.
There you go. A small parting
Did
gift.
she literally just do a magic trick?
If one day you unfortunately fall into the deep waters of the memory zone and there's no memo keeper to join you, hopefully it can guide you on my behalf.
Oh, she's left her mark.
I also pay great
Kinky.
attention to the ways of the world. Just think of this as an apology from me for hiding something from you.
Is it that you were doing something else or something it? It was definitely something else, not what we saw already, isn't it?
Then, I've something private to take care of regarding that Galaxy Ranger.
Uh-huh.
Let's leave things there, shall we? What fascinating memories will you bring for me next time we meet? I sincerely look forward to them.
Oh, I guess we're just being knocked out altogether. You still at the Dreamscape Hotel? She just keeps saying it. And she's panicking. Oh, jeez. Quantum. Private. She's hooked. Yeah. Yeah, the obsession is there. And Himiko heard about Firefly. Yep. Wait. It's cordoned off by the... Oh, because the dream part is cordoned off. Yeah. Which we saw already. That makes sense.
A family rep.
And Shafty.
Is Himiko okay?
Oh, and Shafty, you play Star Whale because you like turn-based combat and not for the lore? Honestly, while I still think third has some of the better story, this game is pretty good too. Some parts are better than others. I think in general, Belobog's final scene is awesome. That's because they wove in the music with the action really well. A lot of their side content, though, is actually really dark. I could take your entire thing, and I think I'll start it. Honestly, though, when these side things come up, I just ignore them. Some of them are good, but a lot of them, I just, I don't want to do it. I'll do it later.
This is ridiculous.
Alright, more importantly, there is one thing I need. Oh, hey, there's the spinny thing down there. Oh, I want to go get the spinny thing. I sound so weird saying that. I mean, I am, but also, ooh, how do I get the spinny thing? Give me the spinny thing. You are the spinny thing. No. Oh, I need to be higher up, don't I? How do I get you? Do I have a team with Asta in it? Maybe Topaz can do it. She has a gun. Oh, I can't. It literally blocks it right here. Oh, okay, that is different. Huh. Someone else with Aventurine's entire style. Apparently that wasn't unique.
This is ridiculous.
Oh, I know where I need to shoot from there. Okay. I'm getting way too into this. Don't mind me. Wait, absorb emotions? I can just steal emotions? Oh, okay. That's kind of screwed up, man. Why is there someone standing on the... Oh, shit, what did we just get into? Lady, why are you over there? A dream chaser? She's probably a dream chaser. I don't know what that means. You only wake up for the dream if you do that. Aww. Wait, what did we tell her to do? There's no death in dreams. I mean, we already knew what happens.
tragedy
large.
doesn't come to an end, it just changes.
Oh, she has lines now? Yes, the emo dial. I'd love me some emo. Turn it up to 11. Oh, yeah, sounds like an addict. I have no idea what it just hit. Old self? More deaths wake, by the way. Oh. So people actually normally wake themselves up by just jumping to their death. Well, that's kind of screwed up. I have no idea how to get to that one. This is actually bugging me quite a bit. It's really bugging me. Here we go. I should go and finish the storyline, but I just want to... I'm being pedantic right now. I don't need this. I don't need this. But there's a shiny thing that I can't get, and it's bugging me. I see shiny. I want shiny. Give me shiny. Maybe this will do it? No, that wasn't it. I'll have to look this one up. Is the newspapers are talking. We're stealing emotions from newspapers. Oh, this is weird. I think I need to adjust something. I don't know where to go for that one. I'll just wait for later to finish it. Still disappointed. Oh, anything else, Shafty? Alright, thanks, man. And let's see. I should probably feed the clocky gods of clockiness.
Time to waste money, buddy!
Thank you, not Mickey.
Remember to bring more next time!
God, that sounds so bad. Remember Oster for the balloons that are out of reach?
So much.
Maybe I'll try that again, yeah.
I should take a moment.
Oh, are we getting a cutscene? Some time ago, deep in memory zone. Oh, shit!
That blade now, Ranger.
Do you still dream, Hunter? Of those slain by your hand?
Oh. Days ago, Everflame Mansion.
It appears the outcome has already...
Still annoyed that he died off screen. Hate that.
We're still alive. As are you. We still have room to make a choice. Leave the music box behind. And then go.
So why is she protecting the music box?
Choice. The bloody trail of the destruction leaves no room for hesitation.
Still wish we could have fought
The
him.
Taurus Fire Demon. Even if you sacrifice your life for that Eon, you won't get special treatment.
Yeah.
Ranger, you tread the narrow path of the hunt.
No, she doesn't.
You could never understand.
He's kind of stupid, isn't he?
We come from the fire and are born bathed in fire. We spread, burn, and destroy until all the kindling has burned out and we leave only ashes on the ground.
He is fetishizing self-destruction
Burning
so
forms
hard.
The entire life of a fire demon, from the beginning to the end.
Wow.
We are born
Still,
to
wish we
die,
could have fought him.
just to put into practice a profile of another universal truth.
So, Gentle Ice. Oh, Galaxy Rangers normally belong to them. Okay, that makes more sense.
For destruction.
Your companions don't seem to think so. They fight for your chance at survival.
Oh, they're fighting to save him? Oh, yeah.
They are my children, and just as I was, they are flames that have yet to burn White Heart. They're still young, and I don't blame them.
How old is he,
My
anyways?
flames are faint, and time is running out. Can you see the planet of festivities in the distance? I plan to bring Purgatory.
I wonder if the
with
rest of them
me
actually made it to
there. And
Purgatory.
before
Sorry,
that,
Penacony.
I must surpass you.
Doubtful.
Why?
Because on the path they have forged, you have traveled farther than I
They have
have.
forged?
Emanator.
Oh, because he wants to become an emanator of destruction. Doubt it. Don't think he'll make it.
You cannot hide your true identity. Draw that sword, for we shall indeed remain here, bound to fight a decisive battle to the death, for I choose this.
Still annoyed.
Destruction is intense.
Purgatory, Penacony, same difference. Yeah, sounds about right, Wolf.
To cravenly cling to life is to endure an endlessly prolonged existence.
Granted, we saw how that worked out
Even
with
if
the
answer
propagation,
turns out to be your
or
own
the
destruction.
abundance.
What
Destruction
is
isn't the worst
important
option by
is not
comparison.
the answer, but that it exists, just as you exist. Everything exists to be destroyed. Emanators are no different.
The abundance would disagree, which is why I think they might end up being the final villain more than anyone else. Just because they give me very uncontrolled growth vibe. And maybe someone else taking over that position who is way more adept at doing it, and maybe we may or may not have encountered already. Yeah. I feel like I'm still missing something, though. Why is she trying to get people not to go to Purgatory? Penacony. Purgatory. Sounds like Purgatory. Now I'm hungry, damn it.
Impossible is merely something that is yet to happen.
Technically, something is yet to happen would also count as yet to happen, but that's not tautology there.
All right. I accept.
You asked to die.
You shall witness the most brilliant and intense fire in
really doubt it.
existence. May this flame illuminate the farthest reaches of your bottomless dream.
Is he hitting
A
on her?
bottomless dream. Yes, that's right. But you've made one small mistake.
You're too weak.
This blade remains in its scabbard not out of pity or scorn. It's a personal secret that I don't want to disclose, but perhaps out of reciprocity.
Because it's a portion of a divine weapon, basically, yeah.
I'll reveal the truth to you.
How many other people
The
even know about
hunt
this?
is not the path I truly follow.
Oh, so she knowingly does it too.
May death be the end of your boundless dream. Guiding you back to the waking world.
Oh!
I
So
still see
she...
them in my dreams.
Oh, he's still alive. He was killed in a dream.
Halt it. Their time hasn't come yet.
They just de-escalated? Seriously?
My time.
I've seen many clever disguises that can conceal appearances, but they can never cover up who a person really is. And you're no different. You had no desire to kill the Trailblazer. You only did what you did to drive me and the Memo Keeper away, but why?
Sus. Cool armor, though.
Did Destiny's slave make you do it?
Probably asked.
You know, Elio.
I thought this is just the kind of thing that'd get written into your script.
Probably accurate.
My script has always been brief. Other than that, anything beyond that is unnecessary. He knows my nature.
Their nature?
There is but a single destiny from which no one can escape. And until then, I hold the privilege of choice.
In other words, they know that if they just put you in the right place, you'll follow whatever your instinct is and they'll do what you want anyways, or you'll do what they want. I really hope Elio turns out to be the cat because, admittedly, a cat controlling the world or the entire universe sounds absolutely hilarious to me and also fitting.
However, you appear to be ignorant of this, so it's time for me to inquire. Who exactly are you?
Technically, you could say nobody anymore.
Not your enemy, perhaps.
That's not what I asked.
But also an answer.
I don't deserve your curiosity. Loners wandering the cosmos always have their secrets. Take me. I'm wanted by the IPC,
For
so
what?
it's little wonder that I know something about the Stellaron Hunters.
Really?
That's all.
Why would that? Why?
Maybe I can help.
What reason would you have for doing that?
Boredom? Idle
I
curiosity?
tend to forget things. Which is why, rather than memories, I'm accustomed to using my emotions to capture what I normally wouldn't otherwise.
So she's an
I
entirely
know
irrational
who was
person
inside
intentionally.
that cold armor. How about it? Ready to take off that armor and sit down for a talk?
I was under the impression that that was like a mecha suit. Like, that's why Firefly was referring to him as mecha, right? Like, robot? Like one of the maybe cog people, like Skrullum? But now they're talking about like it's a suit instead. Unless it's someone in a suit? Also, I just realized the irony of cold armor, but literally when we fought him, he's literally on fire! And because I can, literally!
It's not yet time. I don't need help, but I can give you a suggestion that would make things better for you and me. If your goal is the Watchmaker's legacy, then go look into the family. Not only are they covering up the existence of death,
Feeling they've been aware of
but
it for a
they're
while.
burying the past and the truth about what happens.
Oh, now that's
inside
interesting.
the
What do you mean, what
Dreamscape.
happens?
Already on it.
The death makes sense because they wanted
the
to have that in a
Astral
perfect world. That's why they
Express
built the wall.
is no enemy of yours.
Don't
I
think
know
she
that.
saw that.
I just never expected to hear you say it. What's next then? The Trailblazer's been taken by Black Swan. Will you go look for her?
They probably know we'll get out. Also, the more we deal with the... Yeah, I'm going to say something probably stupid, but, you know, normal for me. The more we deal with the Stellaron Hunters, the more I think they're probably following the path of the Trailblaze as well. And they're just like the alternate faction. Kind of how a lot of the different Archons have... Not Archons. Aeons, different franchise, sort of, have their own splinter factions. Like, well, the Annihilation Legion versus the... whatever the hell Duke, if it Frit, calls his people, Annihilation gangs. There's like various factions, or how Ix and Nihility has crazy asshole people who just want to, you know, bleh, everything. But there's also the Annihilation Doctors who, and this is one of the notes I read I thought was absolutely fascinating, are literally doctors who are trying to do their best to show the Aeon of Nihility the wonder of life. And they know they're going to fail, but they keep doing it anyways because, fuck it, if one of us succeeds, that's awesome. Yeah, people being their best selves to say fuck you to their god. In the nicest way possible. Huh.
No need for that. No harm in mentioning that Elio's only given me one instruction. Get all of the Astral Express
all?
to track down the Grand Legacy.
Why all?
I tried
Does that
settling
involve
this in an
pom-pom too?
easier and more direct way. But as you can see, here I am, confronting you. I failed. Can't ever go against the script.
The so-called impossible is merely something that is yet to happen.
Yep.
That's it. Before we split, can I ask you one
And she
more
also
thing?
basically doesn't trust Elio for that
Is
very
there
reason.
anything else in your script about me?
Oh, why is it red?
I'd like to know what kind of footnote I get to leave in that future foreseen by destiny.
Unfortunately, not a thing came up.
Like, there's nothing.
I knew it.
Self-destruction.
Hang on. I don't.
Don't. What?
Your first question was, do you still have dreams about everyone who died because of you?
Probably.
I don't. Never have.
They're from Glamoth. I heard they're kind of fucked
I
up.
was born without the ability to dream. I live
That sounds like a lie.
for this cold, harsh reality. For a little light. And to burn. To keep on burning. Until I turn to ash. So, I really envy you.
That sounds wrong.
Is that so?
And they were in the dream.
Then you're already living in the waking world.
Huh. What does she mean by that? Because I don't think it means the same thing. She said she'd wake up Duke Inferno into the waking world. And now...
We heard about Miss Firefly from Black Swan. But we never expected Miss Robin to...
But she would have already been
I'm
dead when
sorry
we saw her, though.
that I couldn't be with you then.
You probably just wanted to see that
Reality
yourself.
cruises on in serenity, while undercurrents bubble up from the dreamscape. Just like that memo keeper said. Stay strong, everyone. We can still do what we can for them. Starting with finding the murderer.
Let's recap everything then. The Trailblazer just reminded me of something. March, do you remember what that family rep who negotiated with us
Oh yeah,
said?
Mr. Sunday.
Indeed, we trust that the Nameless has nothing to do with this. And we also beg each of you to help assist the family in verifying the identity of the deceased. That's how it was put, in reference to Miss Firefly.
Looking back, he seemed a little evasive at the time. And he also failed to mention anything about the earlier murder, too.
Honestly, I completely forgot everything about this interaction. It's been so
planning
long
on
ago.
covering up all news about Miss Robin's death. If news gets out, Penacony's going to turn into a bloodbath.
What?
But the murder that followed closely after was obviously beyond their anticipation. The family had to try and turn things to their advantage by bringing in reinforcements from outside. The Charmony Festival is nearly here. They must be snowed under.
It may also be that Miss Firefly's murder had so many witnesses that it couldn't be covered up. So they went with the flow and let more people on the scene to control the situation. After all, the nature of the two murders is fundamentally different. The family's first protective measure should be against malicious actors among the guests, such as that IPC envoy.
But he's so obvious, though. Is on guard against Acheron. And that's probably why they're doing this, because he's looking at someone they don't want him to look at.
Indeed, he was particularly concerned about that Galaxy Ranger.
Are we missing the forest for the trees here? I always felt that Aventurine's reasons for accusing Miss Acheron were highly subtle.
Unless he's just wrong and
Can
he's
we
making a
believe him?
gambling bet and he's just off
At
track
this
there.
point, I'm afraid the only ones we can trust
Either that or everything
are
he's saying is a
ourselves.
lie and she's the real point he's after.
Look, let's try to gather
Because
intel
she's also
first
wanted
and
by
then
the
list all
IPC.
the possible outcomes we can. Then we go through them, eliminating contradictions one by one. The fewer facts remaining, the closer we are to the truth.
If he says something about one truth remains, so help me. Even I get that reference. It makes a lot more sense when you look at what they're saying. We know Mr. Sunday's up to bullshit. We know Robin is spirit dead, which didn't kill her body because she still had a voice, but it was broken and sounded almost robotic. So it could also be broken and she's dead and it's just a replacement robot. We know that Aventurine says he's here to negotiate with the family about a bad deal, but he's a gambler, so sometimes he takes bad deals. But also we know the IPC is after Acheron, and Acheron is here. Need more information still, damn it.
I've still got this sense of foreboding.
Stuck in a whirlpool?
It's like we're stuck in a whirlpool, spinning around that legacy.
If we
even
knew what
after
the
everything
legacy
that's
was, but that would be different.
This time we're playing the role of a real detective. But before we start,
I wonder if it's Misha.
what are we going to say to the family and Aventurine?
As I see things, the family harbors no ill will towards the Astral Express.
I think
If
they
they
harbor
didn't trust
ill
the
will
crew,
towards
they
everyone.
wouldn't have casually
Like, work
commissioned
with us or
outsiders
else.
to investigate a case that's, in all likelihood, a scandal. Plus, this is the family's turf. Teaming up with them should make things easier for us in the future. As for that Aventurine, well, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
He's complex. He deliberately slow-played his hand during negotiations while running circles around us all the while. He appealed convincingly to both reason and emotion. It wasn't forced, but the intent was obvious. Still, it's good to have contacts among all this uncertainty. Aventurine showed his skills, and as far as our interests are aligned, he can become a reliable ally. We also need to keep a certain distance from the family. Never let them get too close. Teaming up with the IPC helps balance that out. If either side makes a move, we have the option to pull out.
And people in chat are also mentioning the IPC wants penacony as a whole. And I do believe that's the IPC, though. I'm not sure if that also works for Aventurine. Because that's what he's saying he wants. But also because he comes off so incredibly slimy, I have the natural urge to not trust what he's saying. And hell, his dialogue are usually reminding the player not to trust anyone and trust no one. And he's referencing the Bloodhound, who would hate him, so they would definitely tell the truth, but that doesn't make sense, because if they hate him, they would lie to say, fuck you. And I don't know enough about them to know if they're honor-bound, or they would just say, fuck you, because fuck you. You're in the way, get out. I feel like I'm still missing information.
So,
Because
you
right now it's based on
suggest
just the impression of
accepting Aventurine's proposal to team up.
It might be the best option, but could also backfire.
Yes. It's risky, but we can only wait until both sides have played their cards before making any further judgments.
I get why, but there's a whole lot of bad guys and girls around here, and I'm worried about getting stabbed in the back.
Yeah, it would be the
She's
second
been
time we were
bullied
stabbed.
a few times now, and I can't stand it anymore.
Aw, big sister March. It's cool. You can bully me whenever.
You... No, I can't accept this. Forget about it.
Oh, that's so
Just
cute.
let me keep an eye on him. If that doesn't work, we can just turn the tables and use him instead.
Like a battering ram? I like this plan.
Then, could you please reply to Aventurine? Everyone, take this time to put together your
I wonder
thoughts.
if we're ever going to get to the scene where Welt really goes full out. As far as I know, he basically is a full-on Hersher right now. Not Emanator, Hersher, specifically terminology-wise. Although it probably functions similar to being an Emanator. Always open to pull for your game account. Seriously? That's not that much. That's like, yeah. We get a lot of drops for farming in this game. Wonderful. Your response came faster than expected. We'll be in this together. Here's a small something of our partnership. That's it? Yeah, let's say that's it. Uh-huh. Are we actually getting the creds, or are they just saying it? So wait, Speedy. Stella gets stabbed. Power of preservation. Don Hung gets stabbed. Power of the dragon. I mean, we technically already had it. He just decided to do it. No wonder March is worried about getting penetrated, too. Every planet we've been to so far involved one of the initial 3 people getting stabbed and then getting an upgrade. Is something going to happen to March? Is that the big secret everyone's not talking about? Oh, no, no. Oh.
Looks like Aventurine is happy with this outcome. Let's tell everyone about it.
Did he actually give us the money? Probably should actually mention. What's fate? Oh, yeah. There's a bunch of things over here I need to do. So, yeah, there's a lot of these I need to finish out. I'll probably just play them on my own time. I just never remember to.
Aventurine's goal is to try and recapture Penacony for IPC.
As far as he says, yes.
To do this, he'll
It might
have
be
to
true.
bring down the family in its entirety to create a big enough chance.
Quantum Fang. Himiko, next planet. Gets stabbed. No power up, just dies. Yeah, following the Himiko lore of... No. She'll get an amazing power up at the cost of her life and then somehow die before that kills her. Like every single iteration of her that MiHoYo has ever done. I'm aware of what happens, man. You get final lesson at this rate.
The existence of death will be covered up by the family. So how does he plan on taking them down? It's got to be something important enough that everyone will notice.
A revelation that the name
also can't be anything too
Mind
out
control?
in the open.
Patrick, we did get the credits? Oh, nice.
An attack on the hotel guests? Unlikely. Penacony's guests include
Finished the tea
quite
already,
a few
damn it.
bigwigs known throughout the
bug my
whole
wife for more.
cosmos. People who not even the IPC would dare take lightly. Aventurine is a shrewd merchant, and there's no way
He's also a
he doesn't
gambler,
know
and
that.
gamblers do occasionally make bad bets. Going for the family. He's definitely going for Acheron.
Aventurine has devoted considerable attention to her.
Although
but this
more
Galaxy
maybe to
Ranger,
avoid her.
we know hardly anything about her, and can't rush to any conclusions. He's definitely going for the family, and it's just a matter of how. The harmony is strong
What exactly
in
does the
Penacony,
harmony
and
do?
almost
Because I don't know
impossible
much
to
about
take
them from
on
the Simulated
head-to-head.
Universe.
The fact that the IPC dispatched Aventurine shows that they do not intend to simply play by the book here.
How do they view him? Because I always get the impression he seems a problem solver who also, I don't know, I'm getting the expendable vibe from him, but competent.
I was also considering this possibility, especially because he respects you so much and has sought you out before a few times. Perhaps he's also unsure of your intentions
I don't
and
know what
is
Gracious
probing
about to
you.
say. Yes, being probed by Aventurine. I'm sure there's fan art of it by this point.
I'm just speculating. In any case, we have to be careful when handling Aventurine. He's skilled at reading people and discerning the right moment to strike. Also, he's clearly a born gambler if he's willing to go all in to win.
I mean, either that or he's just really bad at it every now and again. You only gotta win once, but you can win and lose a lot. Win or lose even.
Aventurine said something that concerns me.
The penetrating
He
comment
accused
is,
that
yeah, I'm kind of
Galaxy
concerned too.
Ranger of killing Robin without any evidence whatsoever, but said nothing about her connection to that memory zone meme or why he was stalking you.
Yep.
It was a groundless accusation, which only serves to make him seem more suspicious.
I mean, yeah, among other reasons, yes.
Maybe Aventurine's goal was never to gain our trust. Maybe he wanted to foster a feeling of enmity towards Acheron and make the situation more volatile. Two birds, one stone.
She is wanted by the IPC. If we took her
However,
down, it probably does help him.
I asked Don Hung back on the Express to confirm that story about the Annihilation Gang and the lost messages.
Again,
it wasn't
disappointed.
something that Aventurine made up out of thin air.
If they actually killed off the Duke Inferno
met her
off
many
screen, I'm very
times now.
disappointed in that because
What's your
I want
impression
to
of
fight
Miss
him.
Acheron?
I want to punch him in the face. That event, very annoying. Needed to punch him. There was a lack of punching involved. Or maybe a baseball bat. Very gentle, very mysterious, very powerful. Weird, I can't seem to remember. And we're not able to say anything else because she's overriding it. Because they have... So that's actually showing when the mind is being played with, which we saw before when we did the person from the line in the train.
That fits the stereotype of a Galaxy Ranger to
And we see their
T.
minds actually worked on.
They're eccentric, unpredictable, and fond of being alone. No wonder she's a suspect.
Wonder if we ever meet an actual Galaxy Ranger.
Checked off the list.
Did we check up with March? Yep. Oh, wow. I did not go over here before. I saw the weird city lines, but I didn't see the twisty, crazy driving over the road. And that is, wow.
I hope it's not too soon to bring it up, but I feel like Miss Robin isn't actually dead, but that she's still alive and well. Somewhere. That everything's just
They even have an
some
angel motif, I
horrible
noticed.
prank. Because aren't we supposed to be inside a dream? How could someone die in a beautiful dreamscape like this? Shouldn't
Sweet
only
dreams
good
are
things
made of
happen
things.
here?
But who am I to disagree?
Whenever I see the Grand Theater, I just can't stop all these thoughts from flooding my head.
Oh? I wonder if they're just mind controlling it. We've been given a huge amount of information that mind control is a possibility here. What are the chances the theater that you can just see at the most important part is literally just some source of mind control? Even has the crazy effect. Why not? Try the telescope one time? Oh, wait, there's a telescope? Oh, yeah, there was. I forgot about that.
No. After all, they've brought everyone this sleepy dreamscape, which everyone loves. I just feel like I'm starting to understand them
I'm
less
getting
and
the
less.
distinct sacrifices vibe from everyone invited.
Everyone's still having a great time out there on the streets. Nobody knows what's happened. It's all so unreal. As if Firefly, Miss Robin, and us we're all outsiders from another world. Aww,
It seems like there's a lot of outsiders, though.
I really want a nice
In fact,
cool
outsider
drink
means
of
almost
soda to
nothing
help
here.
me calm down. But then I'd be just like everyone else out on the streets.
Looks like Aventurine doesn't need anything else. Let's turn our attention to the family's assignment for now. Himiko, what do you think?
Among our current clues, the two murders that she witnessed are the most directly connected. I suggest starting here. One thing I'm curious about is, if a person dies in a dream, what happens to them in real life?
They can wake up.
Seeing as we're at
but
the family's behest, why not pop back out
is
to
anything
reality
missing when you
and
die that
verify
way?
Miss Firefly's situation back at the hotel? Perhaps we could also make a few inquiries about her while out there.
We did that beginning of a side quest that I never really went anywhere with, where the lady was talking about how she wakes up by jumping to the dream death, which just is waking up. But then she also mentioned how we acted like she used to be, and she definitely isn't addicted to the soda, which is Soul Glad, which makes you feel good. I'm wondering if dying in the dream doesn't kill you, but it does take a bit. Or gives the opportunity to lose a bit of yourself when you pop. Kind of like how we've lost memories about the dream with Acheron. I'm wondering if that's why Robin was killed, because she saw something that they wanted to prune, so they literally cut it out and to wake her up. I could be mistaken, though. I don't know the mechanics yet.
How about we split off into 2 groups? There are still some things worth focusing on inside the Dreamscape.
Worth focusing on?
Oh, what does he want us to look at?
Huh? Aw, I thought I'd finally get to see Himeko and Mr. Yang go out on a mission together.
Oh, there's a joke in
Oh
there
well.
somewhere.
Take care then, Mr. Yang.
I will. Keep in touch.
I just noticed he's actually wearing a very futuristic plug suit style thing underneath his overjacket. Oh, do we get to play as Yang?
Honored guest, could you come out for a second?
Is it Sparkle? Oh, no. He would recognize the face. Would she recognize
I'd
his?
be embarrassed too, getting stared at like that.
Forgive me. My name is Welt Yang. I'm one of the crew members on the Astral Express. I believe you've met my colleagues.
Ooh.
Well,
Music changed.
Is there something?
Yeah, she
about my
recognized the name. A version.
first, don't you want to know my name?
He
I
knows
already do, Miss Acheron. You're a prominent figure in penacony.
Due to people he's already met.
What are they saying about me?
They don't
Some
remember.
claim that you're the real culprit behind these murders. That the Annihilation Gang's tragic fate at the banquet was a result of
Was
your
it tragic?
blade. And
Why is
that
everyone
you're
talking about the
now
Annihilation
attempting
Gang
to
like they're
unleash
not
another
people who should be
bloodbath
killed?
on penacony.
That seems wrong.
The Annihilation Gang.
Ifrit of Everflame Mansion.
Really don't get the entire not wanting them dead part.
Tragic fate. That Duke turned his dying body to flames and sacrificed his life as a martyr. He was a determined and heroic pathstrider. Not even a villain should be disparaged like this.
I'm sorry, he turned his body. That's. Why is everyone always saying he's dead? We've already established in the event that his entire thing, his fake pseudo-species, teleports by turning into flame. That was how he ended off. We thought he does. Like, no, he just turned into flame and went away. Okay, so never mind. He wasn't killed off screen. People are just idiots. If she thinks being turned into flame is what sacrificed himself, no. Let me guess. They went out and smoldered afterwards because there was probably actual flame there because it was always on fire.
And what's more, there were plenty of suspects invited. Do they really think
He
the
teleported.
blade is more dangerous than that black hole you're wielding?
Keen intuition. Not even the family managed to point out the truth behind this cane. So you must surely know, Miss Acheron, that peering into a black hole is not a wise move. As a potential threat, your knowledge of us has reached uncomfortable
The black hole
depths.
that does all the non-existent damage. So much damage. Can they just patch Welt to be powerful? I mean, or give him another form that's not hiding the power. Honestly, that probably is what they're going to do, considering they're going down more of the Honkai Impact route of multiple versions. So it's entirely possible. Is he actually dying? I still want to fight him because he needed to be punched in the face, and I'm very disappointed about that. Also, it seems like such a wasted death. Like, not even an interesting one.
Reveal your true identity and intentions. Otherwise, brace yourself for gravitational disintegration.
I think that would count as flirting with her, man. And you're married.
That shouldn't be necessary. But if it makes the Nameless feel less defensive, I'll be happy to abide.
Because he also knows the person you'd be an alternative
Believe it or
of.
not, Galaxy Ranger, Acheron. Those are the names I go by to this very day. My trip to Penacony is solely to fulfill an old, final request. I'm here for the Watchmaker's legacy. And that's it.
I'm
I think
assuming
I've been
she
honest
met the
enough.
actual watchmaker because she's probably old.
Still unwilling to reveal your true identity?
As far as she's concerned, that might be
It's
it.
not that I don't want to.
Or she can't remember.
It's just that I can't. I've come so far, and I
She's
can't
being
sum
poetic.
up all of that in just a few words.
Uh-huh.
Everyone has their own unspeakable past. Secrets that they don't want to be revealed. And I won't be asking any more questions, such as why the Astral Express is roaming around the cosmos with a Stellaron on board. Is she okay? That memo keeper didn't do anything, right?
And that's the first thing she asks is about the memo keeper instead.
She's fine. Let's just stick with the topic.
She already
Gaining
trusts
my
him more
trust
than her.
depends on how much you're willing to reveal.
I've run around many different Penacony
wish we knew more about her
dreamscapes
past, you know, just
to
what
try
it
and
means
find
to see
that
a Yang.
legacy.
Or
And
a
during this
welt.
period, I came into contact with quite a few guests. In the process, I gradually came to realize
Oh, I forgot to turn autoplay on.
the secret of Penacony may be closely related to the Trailblaze.
Eh? That's one
why
I haven't
I've
heard
come
before.
to ask for your help. I don't have enough proof yet, but I'd like to speculate something. The source of all tragedy lies within the family. If you could trust me, we could find the proof to support this claim together. Mr. Yang, I think you've come to the same conclusion, haven't you?
They seem sus as F, yeah.
Let's
just said
leave it at
unironically.
that.
Oh, I hate everything I just
For
did.
now, I'll choose to believe that you bear no hostility. Share your findings with me and me alone. I don't want vague conjecture to interfere
Not
with
telling
other people's
Himiko or
judgments
us.
before we find solid proof.
Mm-hmm. By the way, would you like something to drink? Before we go, how about 2 cups of Wake the Heck Up? No, 4 cups.
They actually have a drink called Wake the Heck Up.
Because the conversation coming up
That actually sounds good.
will last
Shit.
forever.
Again, there's a joke in there about how he's flirting with the alternate version of one of his former subordinates.
I've been watching her closely for a while now, and the first invitation was in the banquet hall of the hotel.
Oh yeah, from the animation we saw.
She just sat in one corner, keeping silent, chugging down a couple cups of Wake the Heck Up. I told her it's a pungent, bitter beverage, not the taste of sweet dreams. Only for people allergic to Soul Glad. And she said,
Really? But I don't taste any difference at all between them.
I already like this room more. It has a chest in it.
the guest rooms are charmingly minimalist. An aesthetic you share, Miss Acheron.
Is this their first meeting? Or something else?
It's a cinch. This music box. The invitation received by
It's
the
actually
Annihilation
melted.
Gang. There are latent memories that linger on it
What
yet.
whatever happened to the other ones?
You see, memories of you are not yours alone. They travel in other people, other things. I know
People can get
much,
wrong
and I
memories,
can
though.
predict even more. With some help, the dead can be made to speak. The Annihilation Gang, that band of desperados who all disappeared after meeting you. What exactly happened to them? Well, let me reveal all.
What? Kind of weirded out by why we're seeing this at all.
12. Dreamscape 12. Father, I dedicate this to you.
What?
Well done, Dubra. Wherever they go, shall
So
they
the Annihilation
met
Gang
by
is
the
still
hand.
here working on its own. And Pylo, this counts as minimalist?
There it is.
To someone.
It's hazy, but it's Ifrit's voice. The other one is probably his progeny.
Who is she talking to? Us or
This
someone
is the
else?
residual memory from when the invitation was first delivered. They were abruptly interrupted. Then, what happened next is...
They sought refuge in a land of sleep, merely wishing for undisturbed rest, away from the storms. Children of the flame.
And this is what we saw a bit in their intro video for the Annihilation Gang. Before they were then off screen.
Necessary. I alone am enough.
It's funny how the memories, I think, are actually accommodating the animations we saw.
Fear death.
The Everflame Mansion has set out on a journey. Those poor people, they have no idea what lies in wait ahead of them.
I think they do. Self-destruction.
Memory recovery is going well, but slowly.
But who is she
She'll be
talking
here
to, or just
soon,
herself?
and time is short. There's nobody else here, so there's no need to be delicate. In fact, I think I'd better go all out.
Okay, she's talking to herself on this one. Considering she's just thoughts and memory, it actually makes sense then. What did she find?
What happened? The memory after that is blank. How is that possible? This music
Annihilation.
box fell into Acheron's hands, and she brought it to Penacony. That's a fact, and that's how it should have gone. But along the way...
She annihilated the memory.
It's like it's been erased. Who's done this?
I wonder if that's a stand-in for the word IX. Who are you? But there's a lot of missing.
Who are you?
Oh?
It's...
Someone else
No.
was aware.
Is this not a memory?
Oh?
Oh, a memo keeper. Do you serve the Garden of Recollection? Or the Cremators?
Who are the Cremators?
My
Destruction
name
memory?
is Constance. A
Oh,
pleasure
she was one of
to
the
meet you.
Annihilation Gang.
We were supposed to meet in Penacony and spend an unforgettable time together. But that seems unrealistic. Dahlia's not welcome on the banquet star, and I don't need a coming-of-age ceremony. And you, I know what you're looking for.
Shits and giggles?
Want her secret? I can give it to you, and then you can enjoy the banquet for me.
We saw how that banquet went.
I wish you unforgettable memories.
Yeah, it'll blow her mind even. Oh, those things actually ring. I thought they were just creepy.
A phone. Wanna listen in?
Please don't be Sampo. I don't know why, but it seems like his kind of thing. Oh, that was a different transition than usual.
A few days ago, the IPC made an announcement.
Oh?
Under the watchful guidance of the Marketing Development Department, and in accordance with the Interstellar Peace Charter,
Oh, that's what
the
that stands for.
independent Sigonian sovereignty has hereby been established, and shall take a legislative
That's
seat
where-
at the Interstellar Congress.
Aventurine came from, right?
The formation of the Sigonian sovereignty is of great historical significance to the Sigonia system. This move puts an end to the planet's long and bloody history, turning the sensational Kataka-Abjin extinction event into a distant memory.
Extinction event?
Sigonia
that?
4 is located in an unclaimed zone at the intersection of the Denise, Prothean, and Dorneau star clusters. The planet's surface environment is known for being extremely harsh, constantly faced with the threat of impact from small-scale celestial objects.
Oh, damn. They were all
This is
underground,
why
aren't they?
very few intelligent species have made this planet their home. dividing themselves into several tribes to eke out nomad lifestyles as they struggle to survive the arid desert wilderness. They have developed their own folk beliefs that are independent of the Aeon belief system.
Independent of Aeons.
Sigonia, ravenous eye of the storm, spurned by all the gods.
His cuff is burned.
Land of rock, but not water. Lightning, but not rain. Blood, but not tears. You beat us with your falling stars. You lash us with wind and storm.
Kind of looks like Aventurine logos.
With the cracked earth. You promised us a land of honey, yet yoked us beneath a sword of bitterness. Oh,
I feel I'm missing something. I guess this is telling us about.
If thou can hear me, please open up thy 3 eyes and gaze upon this child. When you took his father, my child was still sleeping in my belly. And where my husband went, I too soon
Is this a
must
religious
go.
ceremony she's performing? Sounded like she was invoking it, not Aeon.
I don't ask for a peaceful death. Just for you to tell me, does the baby swaddled sweetly asleep? Does he dream of his mother's heartbeat and the sound of falling rain? Please tell me whether this life is all just a fleeting dream.
I mean, according to a certain Stellaron Hunter, it's all a game she can hack. Also, according to Speedy, it's fanatical people believing their god is behind everything to test them. Yeah, that's a belief people have.
Otherwise, why would this child be born to face impending death?
Life is shit. Wait, there's a shadow over them.
Mommy!
A different kid?
Mommy!
Rain?
The rain! It's raining!
Is it rain?
Raining? Raining.
Rain in the desert sounds like a bad option, though.
It is raining! It's true! Those outworlders weren't lying to us.
Or this is the future after the kid's been
did
born.
summon the rain. Mommy, we can leave here. We can go back home.
Back home.
Oh yeah, the 3 eyes.
Gaiathra Triclops. You came.
No, there was another kid with him.
Do you hear that? Thank
Who
you.
is the other kid? And you're talking about terraforming? Yeah. At the IPC.
Darling, listen. This is the sound of rain. On the day you were born, the sky also sent down a gift like this from Gaiathra.
And that's the thing. So I'm assuming this is Aventurine just because of this right here. And I think I remember him being from this planet. I'm assuming we're looking at his backstory. So Black Swan is running through his memories. Him born, his dad is dead, his mom is a religious zealot who believes it's all a test. And I know from the IPC, from the Topaz events, their modus operandi is basically the Chinese option of give people enough rope to hang themselves with and then own them. Because that's how the Belt Road Initiative was working, and that's how the IPC seems to be working. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised MiHoYo could get away with this depiction because it seems like something that can get them in trouble considering they're still located in Hong Kong. We're not in the same
Such a
scene?
lucky child. Such a blessed child. Just like your name. A gift from them to Avgen. My boy. May the goddess Gayatri close her eyes 3 times.
That kind of sounds like the Harmony. Because I know the Harmony's images had 3 eyes, like one in the center, right?
Eternally pulsing.
Or maybe I'm thinking of something else. I thought there was a 3-eyed image.
Let your journey be forever peaceful.
Oh, why would this show up in Acheron's room? Actually, I think it's because Acheron didn't know where her room is, and she thought our room was her room, and it was also previously Aventurine's room, although he could have just been doing that because of being a dick. I thought the entire thing was all 3 of us had the same room at first, or thought they did.
And your schemes forever concealed.
And of course, scheme is part of it.
Welcome to this sad world.
Because I know he later had the brand saying when he would die. So the IPC, while they gave him water and terraform, they also gave them death certificates in advance.
Time to wake up, gambler.
Oh, heavens. I must have drunk too much Soul Glad. Didn't expect you to be back so soon.
Who's he talking to?
How is it? Find anything?
Wonder who's... I don't think I recognize the voice, but it doesn't sound like I don't know it either. Also, it's talking about how the narration says, meanwhile, somewhere else. I missed the meanwhile part. And as far as memo keepers go, they're moving at the speed of thought, so I don't really think that means anything, especially in penacony, where you can just get into people's dreams.
Just as you guessed.
Yeah.
Nobody
that explains
outside
the
knows
annoyance.
about Robin's death. There aren't even baseless conspiracy theories. They're still streaming the rehearsal for her ceremony, using a stand-in, I guess. They must be dreaming.
Of
course. Could they dream someone into existence?
Who could imagine that death would actually descend upon the idyllic dream created by the family?
Shocking.
Let alone that the victim would be the female lead of the Charmony Festival.
Oop.
To be honest with you, I didn't believe it. I even tested it a few times myself.
I wonder why that lies.
Until I discovered that I couldn't actually die. Whenever there's any danger, I'm forced awake by the dream pool, and it's all as if everything were just a nightmare.
And I wonder if that's a construction of the city, because it seems like maybe that wasn't the initial. Oh, Speedy, so the entire shtick is the typewriter animation, the new one, is switching point of view. Okay. Although, again, for all I know, it could also be something that Black Swan is just seeing, because, again, it wouldn't be surprising if that turns out to be the conceit that they're hiding. Memo keepers are weird.
That's why
Hell,
I'm
the Garden of
convinced
Recollection
that
is
there
weird.
are a few big secrets lurking behind the scenes.
Then you must have heard about the Memory Zone meeting.
God, he's so annoying.
When I graciously deigned to establish connections with the Oak family on your behalf, they were quite in a pitiful state of disarray. Besides Robin, there was another body. I don't know the exact details, just that it was a stowaway.
2 murder cases? I told you something seemed
didn't
off
know
about
that
the
one.
Nameless.
That's confirmed.
Oh, she must have come across the other one. This murderer is a psycho. But I have to admit, the case should be easy to crack. We can leverage the family's malfeasance and let the IPC use this as a reason to intervene. It's just that their trickery runs deeper than I thought. Robin's stand-in was all ready to go. These 2 murders are definitely getting hushed up.
But the family would only know about one of them.
What should we do? Let me think. It's too rare an opportunity to miss out on, so I gotta be careful.
Incredible, gambler. Have you already exhausted your limited repertoire of tricks so soon?
God, he's such a dick.
There are plenty of chips, but it'd be best to choose carefully. the most straightforward has to be Robin.
Really?
Remember?
That's the straightforward one?
That masked fool once told me to find a mute as a friend. Robin is what she calls the mute. She has lost her voice, and while most people can't pick up on it, you and I cannot mistake that sound. Not produced by any voice box, but rather by the resonance of the harmony.
Oh! So I wonder if death doesn't kill the body, but it kills the dream. And that's why the resonance of the heart... Robin's body is being piloted by an Aeon, huh? Okay, we're going Skinwalker on this one. That's creepy as fuck. And Ratio just being Ratio. Yeah, he gives off big... I might not be the enemy. In fact, I might even be your ally. But you wish I was the enemy because you would like to punch me in the face energy.
If that girl hadn't gone hoarse from singing practice, there'd only be one possibility. Something was up with the family. Or Robin herself.
Average Ratio
To get to the bottom of this, I tried every way I could to meet her. But
well, you
she
probably came off like a fanboy.
Right before my very eyes.
Was it your memory
A
or someone else's?
complete and utter loss. Incidentally, it seems to have resulted in your rather undignified arrival on the interrogation stand. There were eyewitnesses at the scene, and the family, in their graciousness, has tentatively accepted your alibi. However, for the foreseeable future, you shall, regrettably, find yourself under the vigilant watch of the hounds.
So that means he was viewing his memory. He watched her die. But that can't be right because he entered after the Trailblazer and Robin already had the screwed up voice. Did he arrive before us and then was just checking in again after leaving and coming back? Or are we missing information? I don't know.
Well, things aren't looking too optimistic,
It
Doctor.
sounds like he watched her die, and that was
Starting to break
his
out in a
memory.
cold sweat.
But then she would
Do
have
you
already had
reckon
the wrong voice before he arrived.
There's still any chance of a comeback,
So it
given how
can't be the
things
case.
are.
A probability?
Unless it's just a plot hole and they just ignored it.
Yes, it exists, but it verges on the infinitesimal. To phrase it in a manner more befitting the vernacular of penacony, you're dreaming. But if you simply can't control yourself and want to try your hand, then there just so happens to be a suitable candidate. That man wants to see you again.
That man? Assuming Sunday, but...
Sunday.
Oh, hey, nice.
Is this a public hearing or a private trial?
Was she
If
alive
it were
when we met
the
her? Because I got the sting, something was off.
It would hardly befit
Her
my
voice was
stature to stoop to the role of
Not
a
a little bit.
mere messenger.
Fine.
Robin that died or someone impersonating Robin?
Oh, that's great.
And why would
It's
that
all
matter?
great. You see, the dead can't talk.
Can they?
But the living can. Ratio, I'm convinced now that there must be something wrong inside the family. Oh, just you wait and see. Batman's sister has died. He can't sit on his hands.
And here we're getting something very funny. Because he has this line right here, the dead can't talk, but the living can, would sound really logical. Except right before this, we saw Black Swan talking about how your memories are not your own and the dead can talk. And she went back into the memories left behind on Traces to see the dead. And we already know the dead can animate things. I'm wondering if they just had a dead Robin already, and then they just compiled Robin back from memories of her. And I'm being told in the chat that her voice being off was not her being dead. I feel like something's up with that still. I definitely want to know more, because it seems like something's going on.
Well, without any further ado, let's set off. Lead the way. The show is about to begin.
We do know the dead can talk. If you have the right people listening.
we're here. The Dite Pavilion is the Oak family's fortress and a place where heads of the families meet to discuss great plans for penacony.
So are you just going to be playing as one of these guys? Oh.
A fortress? Oh, I like this metaphor. I dealt with the warlords of the Amanicus star system not long ago, and their synchronized orbital manor wasn't this heavily guarded.
I mean, yeah, look at that guard. We have a small child. Truly, the most terrifying thing ever.
This mansion nominally belongs to Sunday, and is very befitting of its owner. Without his express invitation, the likes of ordinary guests would never grace these grounds in their lifetimes. Look around while you still have this moment of freedom.
Hey, Doc, whose side are you on anyway?
His own.
Who's to say I won't sell you out?
We'll see. When we meet the authoritarian master of the Oak family, I'll pry an answer out of him.
I kind of doubt that.
Follow me and I'll bring you to his parlor. Hold your tongue and let me deal with the members of the family.
You know what? As much as I think Aventurine is incredibly sleazy, he's probably a better person to do the talking than Ratio. Ratio might be right and understand exactly what's going on, but dear God, he doesn't have a charisma score. He has a charisma handicap to everyone else around him. He actively hurts himself. It's like, don't worry, I had a negative. Don't worry, even more. I will make it worse. Double negatives. Which should be positive, but they don't actually work that way because that's not how math works. Except for when it does. Ugh. Fate's Ensemble. As the story unfolds, you will have the chance to progress the story from other characters' point of view. When entering the character's point of view for the first time, that character will automatically be placed into your team. Oh, and this way they get to show the characters that we get to use. Okay. You can check Fate's Atlas. Oh, and this is why they created Fate's Atlas. Oh, okay. If you need to change your POV to continue the story, enter the Fate's Ensemble. Oh, and it's kind of like... Oh, I see. Switch character perspectives. So it's actually going multiple protagonists here. Huh. Well, that's kind of cool.
Feeling lucky.
What did I just do? Let me see. I hope this... Are they shared or individualized? More importantly, does it matter? I'm stealing all their shit. All right, Hendrik.
Hey, you two! That's a place of business. No entry.
Hello, small person who looks like a child.
I was requested by Mr. Sunday to bring him the suspect. My name is Ratio. He should have mentioned it to you.
Oh, God.
Oh, I remember you. Veritas Ratio. Your punch virtual particle clock is impressive.
Oh, he actually knows that part?
Excuse me?
The one on your head. Of course, it's nothing compared to my full pocket dimensional annihilating power armor of the Mobile Knights.
What?
Right, and as I mentioned, that fantasy raiment of yours...
Okay, they're all insane.
That's because you can't see it. Like I say, only family can see the glory of the Mobile Knights.
I kind of want that to be real
Enough.
just to fuck with
Get
Ratio
going.
more than anything
Don't
else.
keep Mr. Sunday waiting.
Ratio
Seems
get
like
his
the
own event
idiocy
being
index
stranded in the
here
Pesci
is
area.
no
Yes.
better than it is
He would
out
hate it.
there.
He would hate it so much. And Ratio sounds like he's at the limits of his patience throughout the duration of this part. See, that's not fair. Ratio doesn't have patience. Oh, and Molly, Ratio is... Wait, Aventurine is using D12 dice rather than D6s? Oh, that's actually interesting. I don't know many places that use D12s. I mean, I have them because of D&D, but I usually use more D10s just because of other games or D20s. D6s are always easy.
The door is shut tight.
The way is shut.
Looks like we're on our own.
Do the dead keep it?
I mean, There isn't a door.
For security reasons, the family built the administrative site deep in the Dreamscape.
He's not very inquisitive.
With the
Also, there's a door right there.
hidden in these Nightingale statues.
There's also a door right there.
The direction of the statues can
right there.
be controlled.
Does he not see it?
On the previous occasion, an attendant named Kona had gone to the side room to verify something before setting the statues in the correct position.
Well, maybe we should do the same.
I like brute force. Let's do brute force. That never goes wrong.
This is hardly enough for a seat at the table.
Is he gonna click every time he does that? Yeah, D12s. Ratio would suck at being a dad. Either that or he'd be like the funniest bad dad ever. You know, I probably should adjust my team because this seems like it would be something that needs someone else. I like Acheron. I don't think she would work with him. Let's do a quick one. I didn't build up these people nearly well enough, but I think I can make this team work. Sparkle's probably not the best choice because I don't have a healer, but he's protective, so maybe that'll work. Oh, yeah. We get to explore then. And my favorite part ever, free stuff! Let's see, which way do we go here? Ah, I see why I'm doing this.
All or nothing.
You know what? I want to see what an actual fight with him is, even though I know that would simplify it a lot. I mean, I couldn't have built him that badly, could I? I probably have. I should probably put ratio in. Did I ever finish his build? No, I did not. How bad was it? Imaginary. Let's see if I can get a little more defense on this thing. And yeah, I got defense. Now let's see if I can get crit. No, I can't. Aventurine is universal SP positive? Really? Oh. Wait, there's a way to brute force it and not get the combination? Oh, see that? I could do that. Ah. This will have to be good enough. Was this light going up? It's good enough.
Keep to yourself.
It sounds like there's a storm outside.
Feeling lucky.
Still water runs deep. I have no idea what that means. Okay, it randomly transformed into something. Does that happen every time? What the fuck?
Let's play. Can you find the answer?
I do not know what any of this means. Do I need to do something? Give it to ratio, maybe?
Your answers? Answer me.
I have no idea what I'm doing. Just 96 possibilities to try. 4,096 possibilities to try. In other words, get lucky.
Opportunity doesn't knock on its own, you know. It's on me.
Let's put it on you instead. Oh, that did a lot of damage. Okay, maybe not a lot of that. That is a lot of shield on them, though. I mean, like, wow, that is a lot of shield. Huh. Maybe... Do I have someone who really goes full damage on this thing, though?
The market is unpredictable.
Investing in victory means playing the long game.
What exactly is this? It seems...
Sure, I'll play.
7,000 for a basic attack? Eh, it's not horrible. Yeah, I really don't need Sparkle on this team. Who really works well with these guys? Ruan Mei. Oh god, that would be funny. Oh wow, they didn't ambush me, but they almost did. Oh, they're just random enemies all the time. Okay.
There's more to life. Eternal. Every petal all will be swept away by the wind.
He's basically a March 5, or a 5-star March. Oh, okay. Let's take you down.
Test. Mediocre. SAS per kibbe. Knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
I know, my ratio is not built right. I also don't know how to build these guys, so...
Easy, Numby.
Oh no! Seriously though, he's actually kind of good. I might put a few things in him. I have a bunch stored up.
Answer me. 0 points.
What's this going to turn into? Oh, that's an easy one.
Your answers?
Hit you anyways.
I hit the mark.
Break him?
The dice have been cast. Bust.
I don't know what this guy does yet.
Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
That was a lot of things happening. What did I just watch?
No dirty.
Follow-up teams, man. I know they're all supposed to be following the
reward with no risk.
preservation on this one.
I'll take it.
But does anyone get the feeling that Aha seems to be the bigger factor here? Every time someone from the IPC comes up, they all kinda seem to do more follow-up attack.
Feeling lucky.
I did something there. I don't know what that was, but it did a thing. Gallagher is a healer more than Natasha. I need to build him up more.
Some value, I suppose. Existence is unity.
I'm asking questions. Answer me. SAS per
Oh, it already died?
The measure of truth and falsehood.
Seems like an interesting team. For Simulate Universe, this might be more fun. It's throwing around a lot of power, but again, I'm a little spoiled from Acheron just because, I mean, Acheron. She is broken in the extreme.
6 nightingales facing in different directions.
Huh.
An obvious hint.
But are these nightingales?
What?
They are. What's wrong?
They look more like pigeons.
How can nightingales be so huge? They look more like torment eagles to me.
There are no eagles in the 5 families, only nightingales. Why am I wasting time with you on this?
Oh my god. SP, you say, or actually, let's see. Shniak, you said follow-ups are not a thing for Aha. They're more everyone because Kafka has a follow-up. Yeah, but also I believe Aha blesses everyone because he enjoys everything. Joking aside, I wouldn't be surprised if that turns out to be why there's so many follow-ups. Because everyone is secretly his emanator. Because he really just wants to fuck around. That would be stupid and a very dumb plot move, but if they actually did that as a joke, I would believe it. I chose the longest possible way to do this, didn't I? That is the wrong button. Alright, I think I got the first side done. Forward, right, left. Forward, right, left. And then right, forward, forward. All right. That do it?
Just as I
That
thought.
did it.
Here's the correct answer.
Yes,
a
that is
truly miraculous discovery.
Puzzles, man.
Perhaps I should offer you the chance to join the Genius Society.
Really? Well, I thought you'd given up on that already.
The fuck?
I was being sarcastic. Can't you tell?
He offered before? Oh, because he's not in the Genius Society. That's why the joke was there. Also, since I didn't look through all this the first time, I do love the tacit acknowledgement. This is all just a dream. Did I get every treasure chest in here? I think I did. I mean, I missed a few little... No, there was one I missed over there that I could fight. This is going to be a fight I'm not sure I can win, but I want to try it anyways.
Oh, the bigger the risk, the better the reward.
Sound lingers.
Oh, and I got ambushed. I didn't have enough time. Okay. It'll be enough, though.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Let's see. We got a few drop-ins in the crystal dino. So I just had bad luck with the one time being a bigger enemy.
Watch your head.
Some value.
Market is unpredictable.
Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
Just Acheron it? Honestly, yeah, I could definitely Acheron it. I wanted to see how he holds up on his own. I have no idea if that would be good or not. It'd be interesting.
I'm asking questions. Test.
I need to upgrade his energy recharge.
Spend freely.
And there's enough shield that I never have to worry about that again. Let's move it to the dino.
No dirty tricks, all right.
Oh, you can overcharge it. Oh,
The dice
useful.
have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
There is a lot of things going on right now.
Your answers? Answer me. SAS knowledge.
I am doing a lot of things and they all don't seem to be doing any damage. I might actually try and Acheron it after this just to see what the damage difference would be.
0 points.
Oh, that actually did a lot. I definitely needed more crit rate on ratio, don't I? Oh, that's on me.
Existence is unity. Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
I'm asking questions. Test. 0 points.
Yeah, I can definitely see when he crits, he does a lot of damage. When he doesn't, it just does not cover up.
Easy, Numby.
Would that be enough? Oh, and when people take hits, yeah.
Market is unpredictable.
And his AoE, so he does a lot of damage that way. He's a very interesting build. I just don't have the characters that work for him. Apparently it works out, though, because you can stall the shit out of people with him.
Answer me.
And Numby takes the last one. Huh. That was actually not a bad fight. Way different, but also it wouldn't over immediately.
Better than expected.
And that's fine. Nothing too crazy, but nothing horrible. Oh, yeah, there was more over here, too. Can she hit the side?
Yeah.
Nope, you can't aim up. Truly, there is no way to aim up here. We have found the ultimate enemy. Pointing in a direction other than straight ahead. Enemies take way less damage when not weakness broken. Oh yeah, but I mean, Acheron can bullshit her way through that. Removing like 90% of her damage is still almost like 150,000. Hello, treasure sense hog.
Oh, impressive.
Oh, a mini city. That's kind of cool.
So much for Mr. Sunday's reserved, virtuous image.
I mean...
Do you need me to remind you? We're in a dreamscape. No matter how grand the mansion looks, it'll not affect penacony. Stop wasting your time nitpicking the family here.
Penacony
you're right.
is the dreamscape, though, in
The
many
only way
real
to destroy
ways.
the family is death. Sunday must have thought the same. Let's head down.
Onward, treasure hog. Lead me to treasure. Is it yoga posing? Okay.
Feeling lucky.
That was weird. Oh, those enemies are annoying.
Eternal.
Your answers? I trust. 0 points. Knowledge, the measure of
Just
truth
ratioing everyone.
and falsehood.
I hit the mark.
But not doing any damage.
Free.
No, not Aventurine. He's my favorite. Alright. Wait, that was the wrong one. I think if he does come up, I might roll for him just for a sheer why not moment. And just to make it a little easier. Oh, my favorite part of this game. I mean, yeah, well, this is definitely my favorite part. Doing these is like, I look forward to every one. I hope they have this moment where they're just all of them. Oh, well, that was easy. Kind of hoping for something a little more difficult. Oh, I wonder if they have harder level ones when you finally get enough of them done. Kind of like they did for the essentially Rubik's Cubes.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
More importantly, can I go through this door? No. Oh, and this one was blocked off. I didn't even look the first time. Treasure hog, do your thing. Oh, there was an anchor there. Oh. Don't really need him, though, just because Treasure is my middle name. Also Anthony. Just like Danger! Yeah. Airier Danger Games. Yeah.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Haha, you thought you could stop me? I have Acheron, and that is absolutely bullshit when you really think about it. I have gone through that so much. A 4-round fight would have been a lot, though. This is a weird room. It looks almost like a church. I wonder if this will be important later. Gumby is cute? Yes. Yes, he is. Funny, Ratio works like act. Oh yeah, Ratio would work because he's a better debuffer with it. Huh. I mean, I don't have anyone who's an ability in here, so it wouldn't be the best option for her damage. But it would actually work, wouldn't it? Oh, and there's one of the birds I need to pull up. Seriously, this is kind of cool how you have a little miniature one. I wonder if they actually build it by having these around. Alright, bird. If that is your real name. Or is that just the word? Oh, pull the bird out of the puppet. Doll thing. Balloon. Let's go with balloon. Silverworth, the sword buff popping out at any moment. Yeah. I think come up here. Hey, you look like something that should not be alive.
Stream forth the gleam.
Oh, this opens too. Oh, was I supposed to go this far? I don't know. But I will. Oh yeah, this seems like something I'm going to get to eventually. I'll come back. Might as well actually finish the story a bit. Yoink. Just gonna do this quickly. I like these puzzles. They're much more fun when you can actually just see little things like this. Hey! Never met a treasure chest I didn't like.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Pictorial world for getting enough of those down? Not bad. So a good one would be Acheron, Silverwolf, or Pela with ratio. Huh. You know what? Let's do an actual non-meme team. This team actually will work.
Hold on.
Is it a door?
Huh? What's wrong? Are we heading the wrong way?
No, but this door is locked.
They can do that? My God.
My friend? Did you really make an appointment with him?
No, probably not.
It's a trial. You got to prove your worth to Sunday before you can speak with him. If I'm not wrong, we need to find a way to open this door in the hall.
People do that too in real life. It's just
our prison.
Dream logic is more dickish.
Oh, an escape room. My favorite.
Get serious. I've no time for games. Let's head back. The hint is probably in that prominent sandpit.
Sandpit?
Wow. That's an enormous sandpit.
That's a sandpit?
I'd love to build a tall building for myself. Once I have enough savings.
Uh-huh.
Oh, look. There's a noticeable gap in the model. I believe you're right.
What do we post there?
There wasn't a gap before. That man must have done it intentionally.
Well,
we're literally being made to play with his toy city.
Recalling what was here last time, right, Doctor?
Of course. Let's look around.
It's like they just chose the two scummiest people to play as.
Fine. Why do I feel that we're pursuing a degree in burglary now?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Ratio has done that. Hey, called it. Fun fact, if you interact with a bird? Sure, I'll try that out. Bird is the word after all. Also bananas. We're not going to talk about that. Oh, hey, there's another bird down here. I guess as you catch them, they do come back in. Real birds do not exist in the Dreamscape. I wonder if that changes based on who you're playing as. What puzzly world do we have here?
Found it. This is it.
Oh, hello there. There's a big chest. Might as well take this one. Easy option is always a nice one. Only 2 charges this time around. That makes it a lot harder. Sandpit mode is a construction game like The Sims? Oh, I didn't realize it was an actual game.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Nope. Not dealing with you. I need to make more of these. I had like a dozen. I just made at a time and kind of forgot to do more. Oh, for like the little mini guy.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Farming is a lot easier with her, I swear. Unlike in the real world, in the Dreamscapes, they are actual surveillance drones. But what are you talking about? There's no such thing as birds.
Stream forth the gleam
I have
of
met
old
people who actually believe that, unironically. I know it's a meme. People disappoint me. They have a lot of pictures of Robin. Which is weird considering I've seen marketing for her character design. I wonder if it was just really elaborate fakes, but, you know. wonder if she also won't be dead because they're just going to mark her some way. Burb. Surveillance burb. Oh, that's just mean. I'm sure he can pop it. And that is exactly what we needed. Enough to get that back. And reclaim that, so I can take other options to move around. And I probably should do this puzzle. Yep, there it goes. Whew, all these fights, man. I mean, can you imagine how stressful this is? Might as well use that, because why not? Oh, that's 4 technique points. Look at all the health I'm losing. Truly, man. I don't know how I'm making it through this. Like, there's one fight after another. It's so stressful. Acheron really does fundamentally change this game.
Stream 4.
This is just a fun little exploration game when you have Acheron. Even if you don't even raise her. Admittedly, I kind of like that, so it doesn't bother me. But I can see how it would bother some people. Well now, looks like there's a fight up ahead. I can do that game in a second. Only two. Okay, 2 of them. I guess I need to play this game. Or maybe not need. Yeah, see? Yeah. Find the treasure Boss Stone stole. Wait, is there a burb under here? Yeah, see? Yeah. The boss wanted to do the thing, but I knew better. Yeah. What? Oh! I get a rocket launcher? Oh! Well, don't mind if I do. I have found the most powerful enemy. Man, with a rocket launcher. To get blood out of a stone. Yeah. You think you're hunting me? I'm hunting you. This is insane, and I love everything about it. Oh. I'm literally going full pyromaniac. This is amazing. Why is this so fun? Oh, don't forget to press E. Yes. Ooh, can I don't know if I can teleport. But it's fine. What's the worst that could happen? Oh, there's nothing over here? Boss Stone got in the way. Ooh, hello there. HP, crit rate, and effect hit rate. That's not horrible. I'm not sure if I like it either. But now I gotta see where everything else is, right? There's an achievement for getting max ammo. Oh, so I probably need to get everyone together then. Ah, that would do it. Do I lose the rocket launcher? Yeah, if I let them clump up better, it'd probably work, but honestly, That's fine. Just getting to do that was fun. It's the second most broken power. The first being Acheron in general.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
What do we got here? Oh. If that third one happened to be crit... No, the fourth one was crit rate. Ooh, that could be very interesting. I'm not going to touch that one yet. It could be good, but it's a follow-up set too, so I'm not sure if it's worth it. Oh, that is so... Whoa. Oh, it's the piece we were missing.
And the nameplate reads
Gulliver's Arch.
Gulliver's Arch. Well, I'm amazed you can remember
Gulliver was a
something
giant in a
this
tiny world. Is that the
You know,
reference
this
they're going
reminds
for?
me of a tunnel I once saw that could shrink people who passed through it.
I wonder if that
If I were you, I would shut my mouth. It's wise to remain silent when you should.
Oh. So is most of Penacony just really small and the Dreamweavers are hiding the fact that it's just a small little mini-site? That'd be weird if it was a dream within a dream, but we're going full levels of Inception at that point. I don't think we want to do that. Because it seemed like Ratio was agreeing with him? If we smashed buildings here, would they be smashed in the regular city as well?
Oh, this reminds me of one of those building toys. You know, with the blocks. I've never
Legos?
played with them before. I wonder if it's more interesting than stacking chips.
I think so. But also, they don't want to get sued because that's a legal nutcase there.
Oh, look. The gap is closed. And it fits perfectly.
Is it going to suck you in?
So,
Oh, it's even made of Moria.
What's next?
Touch the hole. Touch it. My god, I am shocked. I did not know we'd have to interact with that. Giant Dr. Ratio.
Did I drink? Am I still
He has
in a
very
dream?
small dreams.
Indeed.
Oh, Doctor, you're huge. Oh, actually, I think we could make this work for us.
Just full Alice in Wonderland.
Oh, fine. I was just kidding. Let's find a way to open the door.
That is weird. Are these actual... Okay. This is weird. I'm assuming these aren't real people. I'm Industrial Pride. Okay, so they're not just broken. It's actually how the game's supposed to go, or did my game glitch out? I'm only asking this because I've had issues with Penacony having problems before. So if they're supposed to do anything, let me know. Oh, hey, monsters. Good old-fashioned monsters.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Oh, God! Why? Everything about that is pain. I know it's a dream, but is that the dream of wanting to not ever eat again? Because, dear God, that would inspire it. Hey guys, don't mind me. I'm just here to kill your family.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
Yeah. Acheron be broken. Force clock. Yep, here we go. Oh, a lot of moving parts on this one. Oh, well, that was easy. Ah, there we go. Had to get around the mirror this time instead of incorporating it. It's kind of weird how the watchmaker stuff is all just Aventurine's costume. I'm assuming he's eventually going to do something about that. Oh yeah, this is actually full there because... Oh, I haven't done that yet in the real, more or less dream place. Huh. It's all kind of creepy how it's so empty. Oh, hot, 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 hot. It's so weird. I'm industrial scum. They're all T-posing, I just realized that. For a second I was actually worried that this is actually going to be a problem. Just because I had issues in the last stream where some of the things didn't load, I had to restart the entire game. Yeah, that was fun. Oh, more chests. Dear God, there are so many random chests here. I love this. As soon as the stream's over, I might just stick around and explore. Ooh. Random alleys. This is so weird. Was I already back here? I think I was already back here, wasn't I? Yeah. It doesn't resemble Golden Hour perfectly, Speedy. Yeah, it seems a lot smaller and condensed. But also, it has a lot of the main features, like just having the machine itself. Pop the balloon. Seems like the balloons are the stand-in people more than even the dolls are. Heh. We have the Bethesda. World's lousiest soldier. Here we go.
Stream forth the gleam of old blades.
It's a really relaxing puzzle piece to find. Honestly, joking aside, I actually do like this because all the constant fighting does wear me down a bit. I like the concept of it, but I kind of like the puzzles just as much. Can't do anything with that. Oh, there's a guy over here. That's 5-star review. Oh, another puzzle. And there's a chest over there too. Oh, this is probably one of the most in-depth puzzles I've seen so far. Ah, there we go. Oh God, there's a bread shop. Oh hell, I'm going to go eat dinner soon. That looks so freaking good. It's just bread, but it's also bread. If only it was a potato, then I would have no way to not go for it immediately. Oh, I need to get one more piece. Oh, I'll get it later. This is all stuff I can assume I can come back to, right? I mean, it would be weird if I couldn't.
Hello! Welcome to the Golden Hour base model.
It has the teeny reverb that Robin did.
I will be here to guide you through the tour of the base
Does
model.
that mean the Robin that died was already one of the automatons? Huh.
And tell me...
Hello! I am an oak soldier. I will be here to guide you through the tour.
Give it a kick. Kick it again.
Please look.
Does it blow up? Oh my God, it blew up.
And now the family's toys are trying to frame me? I didn't do a thing to it, Doc. You've got to be my...
Oh yeah, completely
capsule
unencumbered.
machine. There's no mechanism on the floor.
Let's go with that. Have we tried violence? What? He's actually just turning it by hand.
So, I was right. These models have interiors that look exactly like the real buildings.
God.
The only difference is that no one lives in them. Funny that Sunday puts a miniature that makes him seem like a giant by comparison right where he can see it first thing in the morning. Insecure much?
I'm assuming he's also put people in here because that would only make sense to be able to do it otherwise.
Oh, one of the fragments flew upstairs. I'll need to use the pinball machine to flick myself up there.
The what?
but it's tough.
It's a pretty cool giant ceiling effect, though. Also, ha! I thought there was a chest I missed. You thought you could escape me, but nobody escapes me except for the ones that do. But we're going to acknowledge that never happened. It's all according to Cake. Oh yeah, this was water here? I don't remember that was like that in regular. Huh. I don't think I have all of these yet, do I? Oh, there was 3 pieces missing. Oh. Was there a pinball here to start with?
Doc!
There's no need to yell, I can...
So we have to move things around? Oh, we get to play as Ratio.
Of peace.
And now he's the person in charge of the story. Oh. Interesting how they're doing this. They did something similar in Honkai Impact where you had dedicated story characters. Speaking of enemies I already killed.
Pleasant moments of solitude are always fleeting.
That would have been a much different fight because you probably didn't have a Ratio team set up already. So having already cleared it out definitely helped.
Oh, you're back. Just place it here.
Can I see him?
You.
No, they don't have a little mini model of Aventurine here. What happens if you squish him? Ah.
Thanks, Doc.
And, here we go. Pretty straightforward one. But these are not really hard puzzles. They do look fun, though. Oh, that doesn't really seem like pinball.
Oh, Ratio, you should come in here and take a look. The view here is breathtaking. Honestly,
it is really cool.
Easily squash me with just a pinch.
Don't give him ideas.
If that is your wish, I will do so without a moment's hesitation.
Hold on. Piece of cake.
Oh, this way was open too. Why are there ear horns? Huh. So where does this one go? Oh, it's a different one. Oh. So there's multiple options. Let's explore the top side first. Oh, wait, no, that was the one to go back in. There's also a spinning option here. Maybe need Asta for that one. Huh. Yeah, I'll just be easy on you. Let's see if I can just take you down with this team. Apparently the answer is yes.
The dice have been bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
That is a good bit of damage. That does not seem to matter.
This combat needs.
Yeah, my Silver Wolf is not built well. Honestly, the only person I got that is built well is probably Acheron. That's not even a joke either. It's just a statement of fact at this point.
0 points. Watch your head.
I weep for the departed.
And this should take out the break effect.
It too shall fall.
I hit the mark.
Ah, not completely dead. Damn.
Destined for oblivion.
Time for a buzz.
I'm asking.
Sure, I'll play. Spend freely.
Give a little down. Yep.
Free
There's the
will,
shield
or
back.
was it fate on the still waters of oblivion?
And it's dead. That's like the least amount of damage I've ever seen her do.
Piece of cake.
And we have a... not gonna save that one. Anything over on either side? Nope. But that was a good fight. actually got to use Acheron. Not the best option, but not the worst. Insufficient energy? Oh, so it has to be done that way. Also, I wonder if I can shoot that from here.
100% break.
Apparently I can. Oh, that's how it had to work. I have to close these down too. All right. I wonder if there's a third one anywhere they just missed altogether. Maybe like off screen. Broken doll. So I'm probably guessing that the Robin we first met was a doll as well. That would explain the voice issues.
100%.
Oh, that was not the button I wanted to press. Oops. Speedy, I have no idea why you would ask that.
Time for a buzz.
Answer me. SAS knowledge, the measure of truth and falsehood.
Hedge your bets.
I wonder if I will manage to kill this before Acheron even goes. I built her very slowly, so that might be the case.
Watch your head. Another journey begins.
Nope, she managed to go.
For oblivion.
And that's the weakest I've ever seen her.
All done. Piece of cake.
Oh, I thought I could make it in time. Oh no. So we got a regular enemy. Ooh, we got a slightly higher enemy. And we got a regular enemy.
Mediocre.
They've only done a bit of damage on the shield.
Needs optimizing.
Let's give it to you since everything's stacked there.
Time for a buzz.
Let's give you some not alive juice.
I hit the mark.
Free will, or was it fate? Still waters of oblivion.
And let's see what kind of damage she can actually do with most of the people dead. Damn, that's really low. Yeah, I guess non-ideal teams don't buffer nearly as much.
Hold on.
Still doing a good bit of damage.
Piece of cake.
God, he's so smug. All right. Nope, here we go. Ah, nice. These little jigsaws are fun. I can't stand them in real life because you just drop one piece and it's gone forever and there's a cat that probably ate it. I'm not projecting there. They No way. They actually put a giant bird in here. It's proportionally the right size. They put a giant bird in. I can't even pick it from here because it's too big. Oh my god. That should shoot all the way back. I think that was everything I needed out of there. Actually, I'm just gonna double check there was not a third option I missed. No, we're good. And that should take me... Freaking birds, man. Why did I walk around? I unlocked it already. That's all the stuff there. And, wait. So I can find wine at the entrance right before the end. Oh! I might head back there in a bit. Let's see what happens here. I wonder what piece this is. Truly, this is an impossible
And the
puzzle.
joyous tour of Toy City has come to an end. Makes me feel sad.
Really?
Penacony isn't all bad, right? I'll use this interesting experience as a talking point at the poker table.
Of course, that's where he goes. Wait, you can oh, there's a bird to pull in here. God, finding these would be a pain if you just don't do it as you go. Next owl? Oh, because it was in an owl. That's why. I think I got everything. The only other thing would be over there. Hey. Can I pull the burb out from here? No. I don't think I can reach it from here. So even though it's hiding, I can't actually get there. Unless... No, I can't attack the burb. That's disappointing. I wanted to punch burb.
It's a pity you made it out of the sandpit alive. Sunday
Shades,
is just
bro.
beyond this door.
Oh shit, it's right
From
there,
my
look.
limited understanding, he's not someone easily handled.
Yeah.
I get the
Only
big
I
bad
believe.
vibes.
Tell me about your plan.
I don't have a plan. I'll just play it by ear. There are only two kinds of bargaining chips when dealing with people. Benefit or fear.
What do you have that he
Looks
could
like
fear?
sincerity isn't in your dictionary.
No, it really isn't.
Am I not sincere enough?
No.
There's no need to emphasize it. We've got to make good use of death. That man's
Using the fear
sister
of
is
death.
dead. He won't be able to turn a blind eye, and that's fear. And I'll help him find the murderer. He can't do it due to his status and position, but I can. And that's...
What was the situation for you to watch the death to start with, though?
On what basis do you believe he's incapable, necessitating the delegation to someone from a rival faction? The IPC?
Simple. Because that murderer could very well be a traitor hiding inside the family.
Do you mean the Galaxy Ranger whom you accused previously?
Doubt it. Was he playing that
That
up
was
for
just
us
an
or others?
excuse, good doctor. There's something wrong with that woman, and we need someone who can keep her in check.
Yeah.
It's better to minimize the variables outside our control.
So
while
he's
we
basically
execute
just
our
bullshitting and doesn't
plans.
know what he's bullshitting about. Gambler
Moreover,
indeed.
I need to know her identity. If I'm lucky. She could be an important pawn.
You are pissing
And
off
it's
the
good
queen.
to have more helpful
Well,
friends when dealing with
Queen's
this
girlfriend,
matter.
essentially, if an XP version.
But honestly, the murder case is likely unrelated to her. I believe my
So he was
standpoint.
bullshitting us to get us to listen.
There's a rat in the family.
But is he
Otherwise,
bullshitting now as
why
well?
would Mr. Sunday arrange a private meeting with us? This isn't an interrogation, but a secret negotiation. We'll see. Using Robin's death as a bargaining chip, I'll win back my freedom and power. In the end, I'll ruin this beautiful dream and create the grandest death. If the chance of winning is just
That
beyond this
seems
door,
ominous.
even if that chance is close to zero, well, you can't win if you don't play, right?
Ah, the charming audacity. To think that you, of all people, might emerge victorious, dear gambler.
3 chips are enough. All or nothing.
I'm going with he's going to get nothing on this one. I wonder if the old gambler returns in the simulated universe is a reference to his character.
It seems my puzzles are too effortless for you, IPC Ambassador.
Wait, does he make all of the ones in Penacony?
I appreciate your words.
Or just the ones here?
And I see you put a lot of effort into welcoming me, Mr. Sunday. However, this is no way to greet a guest.
That would imply you're a guest, and I have a feeling
Well,
it is.
this isn't an invitation, but a summoning. Before we speak, I need to test your character.
Implying he has it.
I imagine this knowledgeable doctor friend of yours has been of great help.
Not really.
Certainly. You ought to
Why
know
is he
this
so
better
far
than I
away?
do. He's already faithfully fulfilled his duties, hasn't he?
I'd like to point out at the beginning of this, Dr. Ratio said that Aventurine should be quiet and let Ratio do the talking. And the first thing he did is to walk over to the side and look away. I don't mind the writing in this so far, but this seems kind of... It's not a big line to drop, but they just kind of dropped the ball on it.
Yes, the doctor has assured me of your noble character.
Oh, that's a lie.
He considers you, like himself, a virtuous person who can be trusted by the family.
Apparently Ratio can lie.
I have come to know you very well as a person, Mr. Aventurine. You're diligent, generous, and willing to cooperate. The fact that you succeeded in overcoming many obstacles just to meet me gave me the reason to believe in your wisdom and courage. But there's one thing I must ask you. That is, you've used your wisdom at the wrong place to meet the wrong person and put yourself in a situation where you shouldn't be, witnessing a tragedy that shouldn't have happened.
3 eyes. Is the Harmony the same god that Aventurine was worshipping on his planet?
Oh, you don't look too well. Am I making you anxious?
Also, am I the only one who thinks this looks like a toupee over on the table? Maybe it's just me.
If not, then it means I'm on your side.
If I wasn't mistaken, you'd just made a serious accusation against the family.
I'm sure the IPC does that pretty frequently.
You weren't mistaken. For depravity is creeping in around you. There's no need for us to be evasive. Let's talk about your sister.
You don't negotiate.
Your sister's talent is unrivaled in the world of show business. As you know, her voice has been out of tune since she returned to Penacony. What's more disheartening, she can't sing anymore. Who could be responsible for this? Many suspect the culprit is among the outsiders, but I know you hold a different opinion. Now your noble status has become a shackle, preventing you from apprehending the murderer and avenging your sister's death. You're feeling anxious because you're out on a limb. But don't worry, I'm on your side.
God, he sounds so
I'm immensely
freaking...
honored by your concern for me, Mr. Aventurine. Since you're so selfless and generous, I believe you wouldn't ask for anything in return, would you?
Honestly, if it wasn't for Aventurine being so incredibly in your let's go with creep factor every time he gets that really slimy voice. Honestly, the voice actor is doing a really good job as selling him as someone who should not be trusted, which is a really nice comparison to Sunday, who I would also put in the do not trust category. He has an auto face, man. Mostly because he reminds me of the guy in Genshin who basically has an auto face, and yeah, didn't turn out that way in Genshin, but also because Genshin storylines were kind of only becoming good recently, and some of the old ones where he showed up were terrible. Yeah, I burned out really hard on Inazuma, let's put it that way.
Well, naturally, you wouldn't incur any loss from this. I just want to reclaim what is mine. My liberty and the personal items under the family's custody.
How long were you here before we arrived?
The bag of gift money.
Seems like a lot happened.
The box in which the cornerstone is stored.
Did it?
That's right.
Cornerstone?
Cornerstone. I've heard it's a treasured asset of the Strategic Investment Department. A sacred stone that seals the preservation emanator.
Wait, what?
Granting significant power. And every liquidation specialist holds one.
Sealing the emanator. What? That seems like a thing. I was always assuming one of the animators would just be part of the IPC and just up there, but if they're sealing it, is that something they chose to do to seal themselves away? Or is the Emanator doing one of those things where they're doing something the rest of the IPC is not a fan of? That seems like a future plot point.
For an object so precious,
or a
it
MacGuffin.
probably comes at an even higher price than other forms of recompense.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you're aware of the high level of risk I'll be undertaking to bring the truth to light.
Mr. Aventurine, when you are out and about, do you always make adjustments to your appearance? Your tie should be on the center line. Your shirt must not protrude from your vest. Your trouser creases should be perfectly straight and always aligned with the tips of your shoes.
Oh, he's OCD as fuck.
But I don't, because it's not appropriate to do so in public. You should make sure everything is presentable and in order before leaving the house. I'm not the kind that takes risks. The cornerstone must be in the custody of the family.
Oh?
No room for negotiation.
He actually showed emotion on that one.
Don't let me turn you down twice.
Sure. The gift money is good enough. I suppose you wouldn't mind that. After all, a merchant can't function without a bargaining chip.
You compromised quicker than I thought. Unfortunately, it's a gambler that needs a bargaining chip, not a merchant.
Yeah, we know which one
I
he
can
is.
give you your gift money. But before that, I want you to tell me.
What?
The fact that you can decisively forsake the box you asked for, what exactly is stored in it? Oh, triple-faced soul, please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron.
The fuck?
So that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
Okay, so geases are a thing. That is kind of fucked up.
What have you done?
Mind
Under
control.
the light of the harmony, all wickedness is revealed. I implore them to shed their light, and I'll ask you questions on their behalf. Next, you have 113 seconds to prove your innocence and gain my trust.
So whoever the traitor is trying to destroy the family, I think they're probably the good guys by default if this is the people they're trying to destroy. And if it's him, I hope it's self-destruction, so full on nihility bro here. Yeah. Dite the Harmony, the triple-faced soul. And that would explain the three eyes above him. Considering that Aventurine's mom, I'm assuming that was his mom, was talking about the three-eyed god, I think maybe they're talking about the same person under different names.
And if I refuse to answer?
Die.
You can try, and we'll see if the harmony rejects you.
Why do I feel he's going to get rejected? Because that's kind of his fate.
Question. Do you own a cornerstone?
Technically, no. You took it.
Yes.
What a simple answer. You, too, understand that idle chatter leads only to poverty.
I wish that was true.
Did you hand over the cornerstone to the family when you entered Penacony?
No, it sounds like it was taken.
Yes.
Does the cornerstone you handed over to the family belong to you?
Technically, you took it.
Yes.
Is your cornerstone in this room right now?
No.
Yes.
Is your memory free from any kind of tampering or deletion, encompassing but not restricted to the techniques of the Garden of Recollection?
Oh, see, that's interesting. I was under the assumption that mind-whammying himself would be a way to get around that. But I guess Aeon... If he can pull directly from Zipe on this, is this something that an Emanator could do, or anyone from Zipe could do? We're worshipping the Harmony.
Yes.
Are you an Avgin from Sigonia?
Isn't that the case?
Yes. You even know about that?
Do the Avgins have any ability to read, tamper with, or manipulate one's own or another's mind?
Do they?
No. Does it matter?
He talked more there.
Do you love your family more than yourself?
No.
Yes.
He's lying, isn't he?
All the Avgins were killed in a...
No.
Oh, I missed what he
Are
said, damn
you
it.
your clan's sole
I hit the
survivor?
wall. The matter? Yes, all objects were killed in a massacre. Am I right? No. And that's right when it cut to the bird looking around. Oh, I wonder if we're getting lies here. Wait.
All the Avgens were killed in a massacre. Am I right?
Oh, we can rehear the lines. I've literally never played around with that feature. I had no idea that was a thing. Oh, goddamn. Sunday Cursed Hatter gives me a lot of hyper-controlling monster vibes. I think if anyone's to go full-on auto, it would be him. But also, he seems way more controlled. The bird have 3 eyes.
Perhaps.
Do you hate and wish to destroy this world with your own hands?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah? Oh, he hasn't come to a conclusion.
Interesting. Now, the final question. Can you swear that at this very moment, the Aventurine stone is safe and sound in this box?
Cornerstone. Oh. I wonder if that's the representation. The bird? Wait. There are no birds in the dream. That means that can't be a bird. It's someone using the shape of the bird. What is going on?
Of course.
He seems in pain for that.
Looks like we can get an answer. Open it, Mr. Aventurine. It's your last chance to defend your honor.
What is in it, though? And what is underneath that sheet? Ratio knows something. It's empty.
Are these what you're looking for?
Fabergé eggs?
Since you came as promised, learned doctor, does this mean that you are willing to take the side of the family in this farce?
So he was already the earlier, and if he already had him out, that means they were getting a control answer, because they forced Aventurine to answer a question that he thought was accurate, but that Sunday knew was wrong about if they were in the box. Oh, that's actually really smart, because it also shows that there was no actual recommendation visibly that we could see if he was lying or not, because Sunday would have got an answer that he knew was wrong. Oh, and those are the cornerstones. That is weird, considering a cornerstone is a specific shape. But again, it's fantasy, space, magic, logic, who cares?
What makes you think you can convince me?
I've heard you haven't enjoyed Mr. Aventurine's company. I also understand that you're an avid learner who sees the pursuit of knowledge above all.
In that case,
treating
you
with
ought
ratio
to
more competently
realize
than
that a
Aventurine.
competent scholar knows their position and wouldn't forsake more vital matters for the sake of petty pride.
Depends what you consider vital and what you
If
consider
you
pride.
agree to assist the family, I'll share our research findings on the Stellaron.
And he was bribed.
You must be quite aware that, besides the family, no other faction is willing to share such information.
Why are you willing to share it, though? And where do you
Cut to
have
the
a Stellaron
chase.
to learn
What do
from?
you need from me?
A sacrifice?
I need Mr. Aventurine's comprehensive plan.
Haven't
Plan.
you confiscated his cornerstone? You can't expect a featherless bird to take flight.
But I've
I mean, there's a
also
bunch of
heard the
birds with
10
feathers. You can't
elites in
expect
the
flight either.
Strategic Investment Department
They're
have
terrifying,
united,
emus, man.
progressing together in the interests of the IPC.
You'll have to speak more clearly than that.
The cornerstone, which Mr. Aventurine surrendered. Was it really his?
He won it.
You question whether he would entrust you with someone else's cornerstone. The 10 Stonehearts aren't as united as you think. Cornerstones are significantly more precious to them than their very own lives.
Because it's a direct connection to their god, essentially. But that's assuming what he has is actually a cornerstone and not just something he was led to believe is a cornerstone. For all I know. I don't know if they're going that plot way. I would honestly not do it, but...
But you know that he's a crazed gambler. The more vocal he is about it, the more cautious I must be.
Honestly, if that's the part you're cautious about, he's easy to bet around.
I never imagined someone would share his way of thinking. Honestly, you should see a shrink. Bring it. The box containing the cornerstone is unique, and only IPC senior staff and related members can access it. But I happen to be among them.
And he got it out, that's how he knew it. It's also how they set up the questions about him gambling by telling the truth all the time, or maybe lying and being found out because it reads that way. But also, just the shade he's throwing. This is one of the reasons I love and hate Ratio's character. He's horrible, but he is consistently horrible in the most funny way possible. I love to hate this man. It's like an insult comic. You don't like them, but you like the shit they throw around.
I appreciate it.
Wait, that also means since he was let in here at first time and they came back with all the tests, it was literally just to piss around with Aventurine to see if he was even willing to stick to the plan. His plan being not having a plan. So it was literally just a waste of time. Intentional.
Unfortunately, your guess is correct.
Oh?
The golden stone. Its color and glow are similar to that of Klepoth's body.
Gold? Somewhere amber.
This is the very ruse he intends to use to fool you. He won't reveal to you that the 10 Stonehearts chisel their own will into the cornerstones, granting them an unparalleled radiance.
So we saw more confirmation
and
of the lies.
This golden statue is also known as Topaz, not Aventurine. And it belongs
showing he was lying about
to
everything.
Topaz. So, do you wish to confront him?
Oh,
Not at the moment.
and because there was 2 stones,
I'm more interested to know the location of his cornerstone.
that means Ratio
The
stole
safest
both.
place somewhere you'd never think of. Because he never intended to hide it. In fact, that cornerstone has been in your hands.
So he could also
from the
lie
very
about
beginning.
having it at the same time. Oh.
I see. This bag. Mixing a cornerstone, more precious than life itself, with a bunch of worthless jewels, disguised as a gift of money waiting to be confiscated, is indeed in line with Mr. Aventurine's style.
Then he makes up some trivial excuse, downplaying the matter, and requests the gift money. This is a gamble, one he's all too familiar with, betting on your single misstep, leading to a total loss.
I mean, he still technically would have lost a very real cornerstone, though. That would probably lead to someone else who may or may not be lower and or higher, depending on how this plays out at the end, to wanting to kill him. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Learned doctor, I am grateful for your help.
Learned?
The family will surely
speaks like
reward a righteous person like you.
Righteous?
As for the villain, I hope he retreats in humiliation.
Why do you consider him the villain, though?
It was all thanks to your friend with a keen eye that I could add a blot of utter failure to your storied career.
Theoretically, though, he wasn't lying. The only thing he was wrong about is, no, with how those questions were asked, he might have been telling the truth on most of them. He was asking if one of the stone hearts was in there, and by his estimation, one of them was, because he didn't know someone else's wasn't in there anymore. And they asked if his stone was in the room, and technically he thought it was because it was in the treasure bag.
Ratio, you wretch.
Yes, he is. He lied, but also everything else.
Finally shown your true colors, huh? Oh, and just to remind you, you currently only have 17 system hours left to live.
Why?
Treasure your remaining time, and savor the delectable aftertaste of defeat.
You might as well explain yourself a little more clearly.
What I performed on you just now was the Harmony's consecration. You were to show allegiance beneath the illumination of their grace. Yet you acted willfully, uttering nothing but falsehoods, transforming the consecration into a trial. I genuinely see no reason to absolve you from it.
Is this what the Harmony represents? Is it built upon constraint and coercion?
Yes! Yes, it is! Because a bunch of people having no choice but to do exactly what you say is harmonious, because nobody is allowed left to do anything else. I mean, it's kind of been made obvious with every single Aeon. They are all hypocritical motherfuckers. So, it's one of the reasons I'm wondering if Destruction's going to turn out to be the good guys, because hell, so far the best of them seem to be the freaking nihility. Yeah, the more I find about any of the others, Lan just being a hunter is like, yeah, but eventually we're going to get to something else about how he's trying to do something horrible. Maybe he inspired whatever's going on with the Abundance. The Abundance is the obvious one we were first shown when it was, hey, yo, wanna not die? Followed by, I left and now you're all monsters. It very much seems like every one of them is a double edge. There's the good stuff, and then there's the bad stuff following it. Preservation, I think it's basically in the same line as the Abundance, where it's trying to do a good thing on its end, but then it's leading to problems, and a lot of the problems is the IPC, it seems.
You misunderstand, Mr. Aventurine. Punishment is meant for the irreverent, but I have seen your resilient spirit, and thus I offer you the possibility of a new beginning.
This is creepy. Why did he sell him
Throughout
out?
these
Because he doesn't like
system
him.
hours, you will be unable to escape the Dreamscape or contact any of your companions.
You can keep people from leaving.
You only have 2 paths before you, and it all depends on whether you can complete
You can
my
lock
test
people in the
within
dream.
time limit. Should you succeed, you will be able to coalesce into the Harmony and be with your family. If you fail, you will suffer the wrath of the Eternal Centurion and fall into an abyss of doom.
Motherfucker. And that's Zipei's aura around him. I'm assuming he's an Emanator. Kind of want him to be an enemy we fight sometime. Also, Kaori IX or X is literally doing nothing? Yeah! I think that's one of the reasons he's the least aggressive and probably one of the nicest.
Sounds like I'm gonna end up the same either way.
Yeah.
I indeed do need a servant to help me uncover the evil hidden in the family from an
And Ratio just
external
sold out one of
perspective.
his allies.
I will
Unless he's
purge
backstabbing
the
him
evil
too.
from the inside and bring the real culprits to justice within 17 system hours.
Why do you need 17? And is the Harmony convincing him it's real, or is it actually doing it to him?
When the time comes, compare your findings with mine. If both our findings align, or if you can provide me more insights, then they will truly be able to grant you mercy and honesty.
I don't think he would be okay with that. And why does he need 17 hours? I get the goal of giving it to Aventurine, but that seems like an arbitrary number he chose for some reason. Or is that the time before the Charmony Festival starts?
Shameless hypocrites. You took everything from me and still demand the truth? That isn't fair. Your carnival reeks with the stench of cash.
Yeah.
Nothing is achievable without it.
Yeah. Calling him out, good. I actually prefer this from him.
This is meant to be an act of personal virtue.
I don't think you get
not
virtue.
Requiring the family's support. Your bag is over there. Do as you please. I believe you can trade this bag of worthless jewels for everything you need. That's what gamblers excel at, isn't it? Off you go, Mr. Aventurine. You are free. I will wait here for your good news.
And the bird. The three-eyed bird.
This meeting isn't an interrogation or a negotiation.
Hostage?
It's an outright execution.
More like a sentencing.
Why would I do that, Mr. Aventurine? I'm just wondering what a passerby who stumbled upon a scene of a murder could have found out. That's all.
And this is why he's willing to do it, because he assumes this guy's guilty, and if he's wrong, he doesn't care. So it's either you help me, or you're guilty. Win-win.
By the way,
that's if he didn't have
before you
something to do with
go, I have a personal question.
Still kind of hoping we destroy this place when we leave.
Now?
Do you truly wish to bring about the destruction of this world?
I do. I'm fine with this. This seems like a horrible place.
Kakavasha! Where did you go? Oh, are you injured?
I got it back, sister.
Oh, the sister that was talking earlier.
You went to look for them? That's too dangerous. It's just a necklace. It's neither food nor water. We can survive without it. But I can't live without you, little brother. Promise me not to look for those catechins again.
Shell slashers?
Sister, don't be afraid. The catechins are fools, but I'm smart. I played a game with them, and I won.
What were they? Oh no, he led them back to Italy.
What happened exactly? Tell me.
This is him fucking up,
I
isn't
made
it?
a bet with them. The two birds in the desert and me. Who will die first? I won. They suspected me of cheating, but I didn't. I won fair and square.
I wonder if that's the thing. He actually is just lucky.
Of course.
But he probably checked.
Of course you'd win. You've always been a lucky child. Gaiathra Triclops must be watching over you.
There is no way the talk about having Zipe with 3 eyes, and then them specifically talking about a Triclops 3 eyes is a coincidence. I wonder if that's going to be the thing where it's 2 different takes on the same god. Or Aeon.
But that's no reason to push your luck by going up against those bloodthirsty, cruel catechins. Have you forgotten how Mom and Dad...
What is a catechin?
Look, this is just a necklace. But Kakavasha, you are my only family.
This is probably Aventurine's real name, isn't it?
I'm sorry, sister. I thought you'd be happy. Because Mom left you this necklace. There'll be no next time.
It is important, but not as important as you, my dearest brother. I don't blame you, but you must remember what Mom said. Pain and poverty are the trials of Gaiathra Triclops. She has also granted us a chance. And that's your good luck, Kakavasha.
And treating the
Your
god
good
as a
luck is
female,
the
which
most
fits as
precious
well.
wealth we all Avgin have. You're a child blessed by Gaiathra Triclops and can lead the clan to happiness. So always remember to protect yourself and never resent the pain and poverty you're going through. all right?
Why do I get the feeling that the harmony is on the two exact sides here of penacony, which is just excess working together because they have to, and then we have poverty working together because they have to. Just the reason of the have is very different. Seems very much like that. The irony would be hilarious to me. Not sure if they would go that way, though.
Listen to me and swear to Gaiathra Triclops.
Okay. I will swear to Gaiathra Triclops to protect this wealth.
And the little kid voice did a good job
Sister,
of going...
If Gaiathra Triclops
crazy
was
there.
really watching over us, then why did she not protect Dad when he was swept away by the quicksand? After all, Dad went to the Catechins' land only to prepare for Gaiathra Triclops'
What are the
offerings.
catechins?
And where was Gaiathra Triclops when Mom was shivering in our arms? Mom was still pleading for Gaiathra Triclops' forgiveness under her breath, till the moment she closed her eyes. Sister, everyone praises me for being smart, but I don't get it. If every rain pour was Gaiathra Triclops' forgiveness and grace, then how bad were our sins? So much so that we were born in this world of death?
And we're switching over now.
Excuse me.
Bit? Hello,
I can't
random
seem
lady.
to find any information on this artist in the Iris family archives. The photo you provided also doesn't show any matches.
Whose photo?
Just as I thought. I'd like to ask, what kind of traces do people leave when they enter a dream?
Are
Do
you
they
referring
physically
to the
enter?
records when you enter the dream pool? The equipment will monitor physiological indicators such as heart rate, blood oxygen levels, and body temperature in real time. This data will be included in statistics and handed over to the family for the screening of any data anomalies. Immediate action will be taken once any illegal behavior is detected.
Also, Shniak, you said, again, Akavili is the only genuine nice one? And now we're back with the Astro Crew? Yeah. I would say, considering some of the things that have come out in the, I was going to say Astral Universe, wow, simulated universe, specifically, I think it was in one of the early mentions about how, as a hypothetical, if the destruction broke off a piece of themselves who was disconnected from their power and was a mere mortal, what would they do if they just happened to fall in with the Astral Express and gave up their hatred? Would they do that? And they probably would enjoy that. Is one of the actual lines they put in the game. So, I mean, I'm just throwing out. It's not like we're playing a blank slate who was maybe following around someone who chases down Stellarons and then was just given to the Astral Express to just explore life. I mean, I'm just saying, it would be kind of funny if it turned out this was maybe a God's chance to change. Because giving up all their power and seeing if it was even worth it or not might be a good way to see if maybe they can rise above it and do it. But that would be an overarching plot line that I have no idea if it would be accurate or not, but it would be heavily implied in dialogue that you might miss because you click through too fast like I've done plenty of times. Yeah.
I apologize. The hotel does not have access. This information is managed by the Bloodhound family. We can only gain access
That
if
sounds
there's
like
a
a
problem.
bit of a clue right there, that the Bloodhound family knows
Nothing
things
can be
that they
found
shouldn't.
here.
At least we know who to look for next. We can ask the Bloodhound family for
Which
information.
means they know when people enter, when they leave,
Thank
so they
you
can
for
probably
your
kill people
assistance,
without
Miss
record.
Allie.
I'm assuming if
By the
anyone
way,
kills anyone, it's probably the
is
people with
Miss
security.
Robin doing fine?
Because who else would
We
need to
are
compromise than
looking
the people
forward to
who
her
would be looking for you in the
performance.
first place?
Fine?
Granted,
What does
if
that mean?
Mr. Sunday's
Is
any
there
indication,
something wrong with
they
Miss
probably
Robin?
should be killed.
The preparations for the Charmony Festival have been proceeding smoothly, so I guess things are pretty good. I believe she will be able to put on a spectacular show for all of you.
I'm sure. Sure
The only
enough,
time we saw the
no
Bloodhounds
one
when they were
knows about Miss
chasing
Robin.
Firefly.
I'm not surprised. But that Miss Firefly is truly mysterious. There's no information on her in the hotel system, even if she's a stowaway. She should have a disguised identity after entering the planet. She's also in the running for the legacy. How is she going to sneak into the Dreamscape unnoticed?
There are ways. They just have the easiest way to access
Other way to
Memoria.
enter a dream? Besides the hotel room's dream pool?
Probably a memo keeper.
The Memo Keepers have abilities that are difficult for normal people to comprehend. In the memory zone of Penacony, they thrive effortlessly, a fact proven to us by Black Swan.
Yeah.
The hacker girl from the Stellaron Hunters used extraordinary means to unlock the Dreamscape Hotel's seal. According to the scene witnessed by her, it is likely that they are behind Miss Firefly's case.
The Garden of Recollection.
So they were traveling with
and the Stellaron
Kafka,
Hunters.
Sam.
Both are
I thought it was Sampo at
possible,
first, but I guess not.
But what about the IPC? Since they want Penacony all for themselves, they're bound to have a plan.
Who are you guys?
Right.
The Bravo team has arrived at their designated position, ready to execute armed evacuation operation. Boss,
The fuck?
get moving.
Are these the
Armed evacuation?
people that...
Boss, are you drunk?
Probably the one Topaz was sending out for us?
What
No,
do
that
you
was a different
know?
group.
It's more efficient this way. Just don't let the director find out. Act first, report later. Understood? Help!
All right, Team
Help
Rocket.
me. I spent all my year-end bonus on the snowball. I don't want my name on the department's major disciplinary notice.
Hey, check it out. That voice. Could it be the IPC?
Oh, no, it is actually them. Oh, shit. They're actually continuing that joke.
The IPC will be conducting special operations within the hotel. Please follow the staff in charge.
I just realized that's a baton on his
to the
arm. I
designated
never noticed
safe
that before.
zones, or compulsory measures will be enforced.
Topaz is here too.
For you lot, you've been told not to drink during work hours. Take him back to the hotel room. I'll organize a meeting later to properly go over how this incident report should be written.
Oh, man.
Miss Topaz? I never thought I'd run into you on Penacony.
Long time no see, Astral
Maybe
Express
in
crew.
timeline, this would be a lot more.
Aventurine has told me a lot about your happenings. Huh? It's fine. Do as they ask and try to avoid any conflicts with the family.
Oh, it's probably a
Report
communicator.
to me before taking any action.
That makes more sense. I thought she was just
Yes.
having a headache for a
All
second.
right.
Oh, yeah, she even
As
has it
you
on the
see,
character model. There's like a little
the
piece on her
IPC
ear.
isn't very
The
popular
other
here on
ear.
Penacony. Cordiality from the family is a mere facade. The
I mean,
former
to be
Frontier
fair-
prison has turned around and cuffed its shackles on the IPC staff now.
To be completely fair, that's still a warmer reaction than Bellabog gave you, where they were just, you know, trying to kill you. Admittedly, considering some of the things that came out during your event, where you realize, yeah, that was kind of a thing. They go in, they help, and if you don't help completely, you're ours. Welcome to being an indentured servant. I wonder if the Catachan are actually shell breakers. I wonder if the monsters they're talking about are literally just the IPC.
Only Aventurine, who carries an invitation, is allowed to attend the banquet. An entourage like us, we can only sit around in the reality hotel, unauthorized to even enter dreams.
Is there anything in the hotel or the planet other than the hotel?
No wonder Aventurine's scrambling to partner up with someone. The IPC can't back him up in the Dreamscape.
His situation isn't optimistic, I hear. You're all helping to investigate some dirt on the family, are you not?
Pokemon Arc was
Let
fun.
me know
Yeah,
if
it kind
you
of
need
was.
anything outside
I enjoyed it.
Dreamscape.
Kind of had like the,
The
this is
IPC
the
always
cutely
treats its partners
designed
well.
darker undertones. So, Honkai.
Thank you, Miss Topaz. We're on our way to the Hounds to verify some intel.
Himiko's voice
Perhaps you've had
actor
dealings
is
with
a
them?
lot deeper talking to Topaz on this one. She seems usually much lighter and more airier. I wonder if there's a reason they changed the way she's presenting.
Yep. They're tailing us right now. Why not go and talk to them? It'll take the spotlight off me. Being constantly stared at is really uncomfortable.
Really? Alright, on that note, I do need to call this one here because I saw the time, and the time is, oh shit, it's already after 8 o'clock. I did not mean to stream this late. And I might have told my wife I wanted to be streaming this late, so that's on me, and now I have to go make it up to her. Yeah, oops. So basically what I'm saying is if you guys haven't already, thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and let me know if there's anything I missed, because I'm me, I do that. Otherwise, I need to go apologize to my wife for being up so late and not doing other things like feeding the... Shit. I didn't feed the cat. No, she was going to do that. Unless I was supposed to. I may or may not need to go apologize. Either way, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm not sure when that'll be because... Yeah, we'll see what happens. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios. Did I need to feed the cats or did I forget that? I don't actually remember. That's a problem.